There you go. And we are live. Yo, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good, man.
Cool.
Really
good.
Do y'all know what's going on tonight?
Oh yeah.
We're at episode 50 tonight.
50.
Yeah.
Episode 50 PX.
That's right, man. That's right. 5 dimes.
5 dimes. So, damn, you know what's crazy? I'm looking at the screen and it's showing only 4 of us on YouTube, but I'm looking back and I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I see that too.
What's going on? It's like, who's missing?
Who's it missing? It's not
It's
showing
me.
It's
It's me also. It's me
It
also.
Grinds, baby. I'm not on this. He in here.
That's crazy. Is that a glitch?
It's missing me and Jazz.
I'm gonna refresh, dude. Hold on.
No, we're not in there.
What?
Wait, that's weird.
Am I streaming off something else?
Nah, I'm here in spirit.
You're here in spirit.
No. I'm watching
camera on.
Wait, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I mean, can you hear us in the stream?
Oh, on the stream.
Oh, well, hold on.
That's so weird.
Yeah, because I don't see me and Jazz in there. That's weird.
Google's gonna crack.
Oh yeah, I can hear it. I can hear me on the stream.
All right, turn your camera on. Let's see if it changes anything. That's weird.
Hold up,
That
let me
is
put my
weird.
camera on real quick here. Hold up. Here we go. There you go. Y'all see me?
Yep.
Well, Merc, you weren't hidden.
I'll turn on mine.
Jazz.
Yeah, I'm in here.
I wonder why. It's like that.
Hello.
Yeah, so this is so weird. Yo, well, maybe I should have did Discord. My bad, guys. So apparently Frog and
Jazz,
and Jazz are going to be here in spirit. Like you
That's
you will hear their voices, but unfortunately you won't see their icon because Google is not
Straight tripping.
That's weird, dude.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm watching the stream. And yeah, it doesn't show.
But you can hear us.
Yeah. We can hear you.
That's
Unless
weird.
you want to end the stream and just start it over
we
if you
keep
want
it
to do
on. As long as they can hear us. What's up,
All right.
haircuts?
Yeah, okay. But let's try this again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
it. Yo.
How's everybody doing tonight? I like to
Phenomenal.
I like to welcome the panel. We're gonna go with our wonderful guest. Straight out of Patreon, Alish.
What's up? What's up?
Let me know who you are and why you here.
What's up? The best Xbox podcast around. Even though I ain't an Xbox gamer, I still fuck with the podcast. So why not come?
Cool.
Why not come on for the week? And I might not be around a lot in terms of podcasting because I like to game a lot. So
You're better.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point right there.
That's the point. Yeah.
hard to balance it out. But yeah, looking forward to the show. Looking forward to the topics.
Alicia, while are you at it, can you tell everybody your Twitter handle?
It's Alish, so ALISH, and also REZAIE, all one word, no spaces.
Oh, there you okay. There you go. All right. So
Yeah,
I am following you on Twitter. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll put in the chat.
That's what's up. So shout out to Alish. He's a part of the Patreon, one of the, I believe, the first
Donate to the
Patreon member. So I definitely appreciate that. If you guys are interested in the little Patreon that I have, check it out. I think it's in the link in the description below. But shout out to Alish, man. Happy to have you. You could have been anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with me, with us, and I appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
And we got next coming to the stage, one of the last people we added to the podcast, and that is Dope Gaming with Frog.
Frog's Dope Gaming here. What's up, chat? What's going on, everybody? Almighty Spartan God. What's up, man? Brethren. I'm just here to talk about games. Phenomena. Let's do it.
All right. And one of the you're Jazz, you've been here for quite a while. How many episodes we had you in here?
From really early on. I was there with
why are you
gaming.
asking other people to know that?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm asking because we added.
I've been here from early on, right after Addict.
We talked about this earlier because we added him in Psycho at the same time.
Right after Addict.
No, Addict was here like day one. There was no pecking order. He was here.
No, Alex was dead. Yeah. I was early on. It's been about a year now, I think.
Yes, crazy.
Just
Grinds
about
like,
that.
tell him what's up, man. Tell him what's up.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jez7780. What grinds my gears? The Simon Cowell of video games.
I made a mistake, yo. I said that Frog was the last person we added. That's not true. It's like Merc.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
back.
man.
Take it
Yeah,
back.
it was in January.
Oh
January.
yeah, actually,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. That's
It was.
right.
That is accurate.
Oh
We
yeah.
need a PR guy.
Yeah,
That's right, man. The official marketing manager of Planet
Come
Xbox
on,
Podcast.
guys.
Thank you.
I'm Aaron Greenberg right there. There he
Yeah,
is.
man.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Put a spin on anything, man.
Put that spin.
And shouts out to of course day one. Addict, we're 50 episodes in.
Nice.
So I appreciate your patience, your long-term tenor, and appreciate your presence, Addict. Tell them what's up.
What's going on, you guys? I'm a little sick, so if my voice cracks, that's not my fault.
Oh,
All right, there you go.
taking it.
Man of few words. Man of few words. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. Addict comes in and he's like, it's like everything he does, it's like it has to be like, you know what? I'm the shit. So
So
I'm just gonna
hold up.
What's
I
up?
said that I'm sick and my voice is crackling, just in case the people wonder, and somehow you get that as an
Yeah, what if you weren't
personality?
sick? Would you have said anything more if you weren't sick?
Don't you bitch at me every week for not saying something?
Hey, I'm waiting for you to surprise me.
So why are you acting like this is different? Like this is the not the norm.
I said I'm waiting for you to surprise me. So every week you don't surprise me, it's like I'm always going to antagonize you to surprise me. But
Let's just continue. You
I
make no
digress.
fucking sense.
I make all the sense in the
Yo,
world.
what's your
You should
Nightbot?
be.
Man, what's up with your
Nightbot
Nightbot, man? Your Nightbot is
Fuck
tripping.
again?
I think my Nightbot is hot.
ladies.
Why haven't you checked? Why haven't you?
Because I don't know
disabled that yet?
how to. Like I forget when I set it up, it was like, okay, it's done.
It's hacked every week.
It's is it still saying Ninja Theory? Is that it?
No,
What is
it's
it?
just saying
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, to my left, we have Damage Control entering the ring.
All right,
It's
yeah, I'm
straight.
gonna disable the Nightbot then.
Yes,
That's crazy.
please.
Oh shit, that fucking sucks. I hate YouTube. I really hate that bullshit.
Hey, shouts out to Alex PSX. Been here since episode 1.
It's crazy how.
Nice, nice.
Yo.
How do I disable it? Do I go to Nightbot and unsubscribe, like, or
That's a good question.
I'm gonna have to do this like when it's over. So ignore the fucking Nightbot, or I can probably. Can I
He's
block-
about no, that Nightbox about to go straight up left now because he knows this is his last podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, guess what? Boom, boom, boom. He's no longer a moderator for my channel.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
All right. So we got some shit to talk about. We got some beautiful shit to talk about.
Oh man.
First and foremost, what games everybody's playing? Just to get myself out of the way, I haven't really been playing shit, but like NBA Live here and there. Like I had a weird week, but a weird actually month. But let's
I
start
heard you
with
lost in NBA Live too.
one of like I lost a game. I lost a hard head. The first game the one he's sharing picture around, that game didn't count. Frog.
Yo,
Was it you that was playing with that one time where it was like fucking crazy ass, like the image quality messed up, the frame was
oh
dropping?
man,
like,
it was like
that
5
was you,
frames.
right?
It was bad. Yeah,
it was that
bad.
experience that happened, and I was like, but the thing is like I don't want to quit because I'm gonna look at, and I wasn't streaming either. I don't want to quit because I'm gonna
No,
look
it
at
was
it.
something with the game. It wasn't our connection. It was definitely.
But yeah,
the game.
that
Yeah.
happened with the first game me and Hardhead played, and I had no controls.
Oh,
Like
that
everything was
sucks.
delayed by like 5 seconds, or that I couldn't shoot, I couldn't play defense.
Wow.
And the game was hard to look at. So it was like whatever. So he allowed us to play it again, and where the game, I had to restart my PlayStation and close the game app and reboot it up, retest my internet just in case. And we played, and then he beat me by like I think 10 points the second game. It wasn't that 50-point blowout where it wasn't competitive or anything like that. If he beat me by 10 points, that's nothing. I can
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I know why I lost the actual second game. The first game was like whatever, but that's the one he only wanted to share the one that didn't count, so that's fine. Anyways, to our guest, Alish, man, what game you've been playing this week, and I guess tell us about what you typically play on.
So, sorry. Well, my multiplayer usually is just Fortnite. Honestly, I've been really into Fortnite since pretty much all year. In terms of single player, I just got a Switch and I just got Zelda. And
Great game.
So far, it's actually pretty average.
Crossplay.
Very, very disappointed. Not disappointed. I'm just like, I don't see the hype with this game. You know. But looking forward to playing Octopath Traveler.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
In a few weeks. Very excited about that. And this fall is just going to be crazy. Just every month is just games after games after games, and I need to get my backlog done before Spider-Man hits. So it's a lot of stuff I got to do in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sorry, I usually play on PS4. That's my main system. The Switch has become my secondary system. The PC is actually my tertiary system, if that makes any sense.
Nice.
So like I haven't played on my PC since like honestly all year. I've just been playing exclusives. Like I have like PS4 exclusives like Kingdom Hearts. I've just been devouring through the entire collection because they have it all on PS4. So I've been playing through all that. Just a lot of stuff I've been playing this year.
Okay, this what's up.
Yeah.
Frog, what you been playing this week?
I've been playing like 3 games. I've been playing mostly Rise of the Tomb Raider 20th, anniversary on my well, I won't say console. I'm just playing it because it's multiplayer. It doesn't matter where I play it. It's a good game. I'm feeling it. I'm trying to get every little nook and cranny. I'm also playing. I just purchased Assassin's Creed Rogue. I've been wanting to play it. I'm one of those guys. I like to play everything up until the next one. So I'm playing Rogue, and it actually I'm having fun with it so far. I guess for me it's a little odd because I started playing Origins and I'm going back to Rogue, and Rogue is I'm like ugh, like that control scheme is just, oh my god, like Origins is such a big difference, and yeah, such a oh my gosh. Yeah. And I'm actually I'm playing through Gears of War story on not the hardest. I'm playing it on, what is that? Is Insane? I think there's Insane. It's hardcore. Yeah, me and my son are playing through it. I'm trying to go through it and just get that story knocked out. Like I can't, like I'm getting into the story now. It's at a part where I'm like, I like the nighttime scenes more than anything in the daytime. Like those scenes, they're a little bit more vibrant. Oh, I did get an Xbox One S for very dirt cheap, and my Spider-Man for my PS4 collector's edition is almost paid off. So that's basically what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yo, Addict, what you been playing? Because I see you've been on the PlayStation lately.
I've been playing Persona, actually. Persona 5.
Nice.
Very good game.
Nice.
Good game.
Are you hooked? Are you hooked yet or not?
Mine's still in the plastic.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it. I think it's overblown. People praise this game and fail to mention that it's like I understand people like the kid thing, like the school thing, but to me, I feel like the school thing draws the game back. Like the not serious thing draws the game back. I don't like that. Like I like the combat because I'm a huge Final Fantasy thing, and I feel like Final Fantasy should have went this way instead of the way they went. And I feel like this game, when it comes to turn-based, like that Final Fantasy style, it's the king of it. There's no one better. But I don't like doing midterm exams for like 5 days. I don't like hearing the latest gossip. I don't like, and especially every time you use an ability, they're like Persona. I'm like, oh my
Persona.
God. That's not necessary.
Let me ask you a question.
Morgana gets really annoying.
How you feeling that soundtrack? Realistically,
Oh my god.
The soundtrack's good, but I prefer the Final Fantasy soundtrack.
Okay.
How far are you? Like what palace are you at?
I just got. I'm about midway through the second palace, I would say.
Okay. It's gonna start to pick up.
Yeah, and see that's my point. Like I feel like the palaces are the best part, and it took a minute to get back to the palaces.
So basically, you haven't fought the dick in the wheelchair yet.
I'm the exact opposite, actually.
In the wheelchair.
I think mine's the same. What are you talking about?
The palaces are the greatest part about it, but
I'm
I do feel like it takes a minute to get to that point to actually like, because it was about 3 to 4 hours. It felt like between the first and second palace, but you know you got to consider there's a lot of dialogue to read and shit.
There's like 40 hours of cutscenes. Like it's so ridiculous. Like 40 hours of cutscenes. Like it's insane.
I don't have the time.
Like there are pros and cons to every game. I do feel like the pros outweigh the cons because the game was revolved around being in school, so that's why you are in school. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, like I've spent a good amount of time reading dialogue in this game. Like,
I think what you should do is you should play it twice. The first playthrough, like just get all your social stats, like just max out all your stats, and then the second time just do all the side missions. Like just
and I totally Googled the midterm exams. Not gonna
oh
lie.
yeah, definitely.
They're like, you need to study. I was like, I got the internet. I don't need to do shit.
That's funny. That's so funny crap.
But it's a good game, man. It really is. I understand the hype behind it, but it's like I said, it's not that I'm saying it's a bad game. It's just the school thing definitely takes me out of the immersion. You go from these badass palace things to, you know, I do feel like the first palace is way more overwhelming than the second palace. Like I
understand what you're saying. Yeah, I agree.
But you guys are going too much into detail in the game.
Shut the hell up,
get to the next person, please.
It looks like you have 3 topics. All right, 3 topics.
Yeah, but like I just want to get through every.
But he said the topics are deep.
I have a feeling that may be the case for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Persona 5 you're playing?
Yes, I'm playing Persona 5.
Merc, what are you playing?
All right, so the typical rotation on top of what I'm playing now, it typically consists of Gears and Rainbow Six and Battlefield. But on top of that, as you know, I was playing, God of War, which consumed a lot of my free time.
Nice
in the past. So I had finally beat it, but when that game came out, Far Cry 5 had come out before it. So I had stopped playing Far Cry 5 and I had beat it maybe like 60% through on Xbox. So I ended up getting a code on PC. So I restarted playing Far Cry 5, this time at 60 frames. So I kind of restarted the whole story from scratch again. And now I'm kind of like hooked, trying to get back to exactly to where I was in the Xbox version. So I've been pumping in a lot of time into Far Cry 5 right now.
Nice.
Yeah, that shit went into the permanent backlog for me.
Oh no, man! You gotta pull that one out. Pull it out, man.
Grinds my gears.
Yo, I've been playing Far Cry 5. I've been I got rid of the guy up in the north, and now I'm going after the daughter. I'm going after
nice.
Bliss bullets.
Yo, man, that's some crazy stuff right now. So I'm doing that. I also got the DLC, the season pass. So I've been doing the Vietnam map. It's pretty cool because it's basically its own thing, and you basically crash on from a helicopter. You crash, and you just got to get to the other side of the map. And then as you do that, there's outposts, there's prisoners of war that you have to rescue and stuff like that. And actually, what's cool is that your squad, as you rescue them, they kind of are your co-op partner. So it's pretty cool. So it actually is like this kind of Vietnam where you got to get out of there, and it looks really good too. So I'm really hyped for the other two as well. I've been playing Mario Tennis, the Aces. That I'm just at the boss right now. They have a single player campaign in that thing, which is hard as hell. But I gotta tell you, man, Nintendo with their friggin' creativity, they got boss fights in a tennis game.
That's cool.
Insane. It is friggin' insane that you're fighting like a mirror and you gotta hit it, and then you gotta use your aim to get it through the kind of debris that they're throwing at you. And the trick move that you do is basically you dodge. Like it almost is like a platformer on some of the levels. But I'm at the final boss right now. But that thing is hard as hell, man. It's challenging. They got some levels that basically you fight on a pirate ship, and there's the crow's nest, like the pole in the middle, and that thing is part of the tennis map, and they bounce it off the pole and stuff like that, and it's like crazy as hell.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, there's so many different variables, like it's pretty crazy. And then the final thing that I've been playing, I've been streaming on my channel is the Crew 2. That is a pretty.
I didn't even know that game came out.
Yeah, it came out. Well, it comes out Friday. I got the gold edition. That came out on Tuesday. But that game.
Curiosity, what are you playing that on?
I'm playing PlayStation 4.
Why are you playing it on the floor if you have a PC?
Because I don't really play that much on the PC. I play my Xbox games on the PC. My PC is basically my Xbox, and then my primary console is the PlayStation I've been playing on.
I'm just confused. If you have a PC, why aren't you playing it for the better performance?
It's not 60 on
Because
console?
I didn't buy an X for better performance. I don't care about that.
I'm just confused by that. Like,
Hey, he may want to play with his friends.
I play where I want to play, and I use my PC as my Xbox because Phil Spencer told me so.
Just that's all. I'm just confused.
There you go. Well,
things about to go left already.
There you go.
Is the Crew 60 on console?
What was that?
60?
No.
Crew 60 on console. Oh, what are you doing?
It's interpolated like 30 frames or some shit like that.
Frames and all that. Whatever. I play my Xbox games on my PC, but yeah, the Crew 2 is pretty good. I liked it. It's all this giggling.
No, Jez. I love you, sir. I really do.
Phil Spencer told me to play on the computer, so that's why I go play for free.
But then you can't play with your friends.
I'm just curious why you're willing to play those on PC, but it's not performance because you said you don't care about performance. But Xbox has to be played on PC. Because
I don't have to pay for Xbox Live on PC.
Makes sense.
And I get to use chat on Xbox Chat on PC, and I get to play the games as the best.
But you have to pay for PSN.
Yeah. So I pay for PSN.
You could have played the Crew.
I'm sorry. If I could play PSN free on my PC, then I would just play on my PC. But
you could have just got the Crew and played it for free.
You know what though? The Crew 2 is a game that'll probably get banned on PC pretty quick.
That game
but the game's not multiplayer though like that.
Isn't it? I thought it was.
Right now they got the co-op.
It's only co-op.
They got co-op now. They got
the multiplayer you want. Like, so it wouldn't matter. Like,
I thought they went the Forza Horizon 4 route where they made it like basically almost like an MMO style racer.
Yeah, but Forza still also have PvP options.
Yeah,
like,
they don't
have the PvP you earn in the Crew is to play against the environment NPCs.
Oh wow.
Okay,
well, the races you do the NPCs, and then they have a co-op. Like basically, you could kind of do co-op races and stuff, but you can't do like matchmaking into races. That's coming later on. It's coming like I think they said holiday or something like that.
And by then, nobody would be playing on the PC. Everybody who would be playing would be in the console.
Oh yeah, now we're saying that.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, that's the
no. Everybody's gonna be playing Forza, right? For $10.
Yeah, Forza Horizon Forza.
Playing that for $10.
There will be no Forza Horizon slander today.
Hey, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it when they give me that $1 for a month again. I'll go ahead and try it.
Hey,
all right,
Forza is a good game. Good game.
No, Forza's a great game.
Let's get into the topics, the ones that are actually listed. All right. So this, the last couple weeks has been very interesting. I mean, we're not even a month away from E3, but I want to give a thank you to everybody on this show for allowing to making that Undead Labs interview possible and it going well without a hitch. It was good timing. And the May NPDs, what's crazy? The May NPDs came out the day after our podcast. So we didn't get to really, talk about it. I think somebody mentioned the leaks, right? But we didn't actually get to talk about it in detail. We know what happened.
We did.
We know this PlayStation came out best-selling hardware. There was a subtle surprise for the software sales as far as the games. I just want to ask you guys, right? Before, if I was to ask you guys this question last week, unfortunately I didn't. What game would you have picked to be the #1 selling game for the month of May?
For May?
It wouldn't have been State of Decay. I could tell you.
It wouldn't have been State of Decay. I actually would have taken a chance and even said Detroit or God.
I didn't think Detroit though. I would have been something else besides those two.
I thought
I would have thought God of War in month 2 again.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought it would be. This is how I thought it would be. I thought it would be God of War, maybe Detroit, Dark Souls and then State of Decay somewhere like in possibly in the top 10. But like I thought like Detroit, God of War, and obviously Dark Souls would be ahead of it. Yeah, and Dark Souls didn't chart. Just to give you guys
that shit flopped.
Yeah.
So, thankfully, that was a lazy remaster.
Yeah, I got it. I agree. I think it wasn't. Yeah, I've been playing it for a while though. I've been playing that game for a while.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought that was Demon Souls. I was like, what?
That's it runs the same on both consoles. You know, 1800p. It's a lock 60, so it's smooth. But I think they could have did more to that game. I agree.
It's the PC mod, except it doesn't have as many hitches. That's
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
So I want to know your guys' thoughts. Like State of K2 takes number 1, you know, and I'm still shocked about it, and people are upset that people are talking about it. But I want to bring Alish. Maybe I don't know if you even care or pay attention to like NPDs or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I definitely pay attention.
What was it like? Like, why do you think this happened? What?
Well, the first State of Decay was successful, right? The first one was pretty successful.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean? It wasn't like it sold well, but remember, it was the Xbox Live Arcade. It was kind of more of word of mouth with State of Decay 1, you know?
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm not really sure. Like, they definitely marketed this game more than the first one, I would say. And also, it was a kind of a budget title, so
it's because it escaped the room, man.
More people can,
Stupid.
More people took a chance with it, so because of the budget price, and for that, it was successful because of that. And also, Game Pass was offered a trial for some people, and some people actually buy those games after and use a Game Pass trial to buy the game instead of just being a monthly subscriber. So, I was very surprised about State of Decay. I didn't think that God of War would be number 1. I think it could have been, but usually after the first 2 or 3 weeks, like some games they never keep number 1. They don't keep number 1. So it was good that State of Decay reached number 1, but in terms of why, I don't really have an answer for that. It's just a surprise.
All right, my man Merc.
All right, so I definitely would have never figured that State of Decay 2 would have finished number 1. In fact, you know, just seeing it finishing in front of even Detroit was a big surprise to me. I actually thought Detroit had enough hype, even though it's a new IP, but it had enough hype that I thought had the potential to finish 1 or 2. And my expectation is that God of War was going to finish 1 again. Just because, it's a great game. It had a ton of momentum. So to see State of Decay come out at number 1 was impressive. And what's really impressive about it is the way that NPDs are calculated is it's by revenue. It's not by unit sales.
Yeah.
So we've got a $30 game going against, you know, let's say like, you know, Detroit, a $60 AAA, you know, huge budget title. You know, it really kind of puts things in perspective. I mean, and I don't really think anybody, you know, the community actually could have predicted, you know, the outcome that happened last month. Incredible. Really surprised, but at the same time, I'm glad for Undead Labs, man.
Yeah, very happy. I sent them a DM and congratulated them on that, and got a reply. So, Frog, I want to know your thoughts on this.
So I guess the politically correct answer is the devs at Undead Labs are cool people. I think that them having Microsoft backing them up, the momentum going forward, they'll be able to really put the game out they really expect their team to get bigger. Truthfully, my opinion, my personal feeling, I don't really care about NPDs. I always look at everything on a worldwide scale, so I don't really care. So worldwide, it did horribly, but great for NPDs in America.
My God!
How do you ask my personal opinion?
Do you know the worldwide sales of it?
Yeah, it didn't chart worldwide.
There's a worldwide chart.
Yeah, they do a worldwide chart. God of War was number 1 worldwide.
No, what was the worldwide chart?
But the bottom line is, I care about NPDs? No, because the world is bigger.
Where's the link to that? I actually want to see that.
Look, the world is bigger than one place. You already know how I feel. The world's bigger than just one country. So I don't care about NPDs.
I'm not asking about that. I'm asking for the link to this list.
I'm not giving you links. You asked my opinion. I'm telling you my opinion. You asked my opinion. It's just an opinion. So we can move on. There we go.
I would want to move on too after that.
Hey, but you got to admit though, it is pretty impressive though. I don't.
I love the worldwide comment every time Xbox.
Xbox
related, does something
I gave a good answer for the politics side. I do think those guys are great people.
No, we're not looking for a good answer. I just want to know your thoughts.
But my thoughts is like I don't care about just one country. Worldwide, that's what I care about.
Because I want talking about God of War and NPD, and we talked about NPD. We weren't talking about.
He was all about that.
But what I'm saying is, if my total opinion is like I played the game, it's very humbling. It's a very okay game. It's very mediocre. It's not trash.
We're not asking about how good the game is. We're asking.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that it charted NPD worldwide. I mean, what else?
Dancing around the question.
What else do Xbox people have to play? I mean, great. It's great.
Alex, we have nothing to play.
Oh my God.
No, I'm talking about as far as exclusives. What else is there to play?
You got that Sea of Thieves, bro.
Yeah, come on now.
That thing is State of Decay 2 is way better than Sea of Thieves. Way better.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's cool for NPDs in America. I think for this country, it's good that he charted. That's cool. That's the political.
Man.
I'm not a yes man. I'm not going to sit here and shit.
We're not saying you're not a yes man, but I'm saying that you won't even show me where you.
I'm not. I don't look. I'm just telling you my opinion.
I don't understand you make both statements like that and not and refuse.
I'm telling you facts, and you.
That sounds like some. That sounds like some.
Look, everybody.
I'm going to state something and not even give my resources.
Everybody walking around.
Are you looking at the magical web?
Did
you find something that no one else in the world
has found? Let's use our brain. We know that shit.
I want to use my brain. That's why I'm trying.
What worldwide chart are you using? Like I don't.
Does it matter? We know it didn't chart worldwide. We know.
What?
So now we're going by
charting.
No, I can give you a place to go. But I mean, what's the point? Let's move on. Do you want me? Look, do you want me to be negative about the game or positive?
We don't ask you.
I'm not going to be the yes guy.
We just ask you to react.
No one's asking you to be the yes guy. We just want where you got this information.
The bottom line is, I gave my information. I gave how I felt. Move on.
But we don't care how you feel about the game.
If you didn't care how I feel, why ask me about it?
All right, so I expect you to.
As far as NPD, the bottom line is, as far as NPD, I don't care about NPD.
I expect you to be non-compliant when we talk about the September NPDs. I want you to be non-compliant. I don't want to hear Spider-Man lands. I don't care. I don't want to hear where Spider-Man.
I just want you to be non-compliant when
we only care about worldwide. If we know for a fact NPDs don't say nothing about worldwide.
At the end of the year, Xbox doesn't have first place at all for the whole year.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about software.
Listen, you brought up another month. This way off.
No, yeah, but a month where another exclusive comes out.
Look, the bottom line, like I said, if people love the game, the bottom line is,
I don't want to hear your reactions to it.
People love the game.
All right, you guys want my opinion on it?
Yes. I want to hear your opinion on it.
I told you a time ago. I don't really care.
Okay.
First off, my opinion on the sales. I gotta say, I was thinking the way it launched and the way the reviews it got and all that stuff and the stuff. I did not think that was going to sell like number one. But again, Sea of Thieves had the similar thing. It got number 2 in that month. That it sold. I do think my thing is like, it was a good month for them, and I congratulate them on that. It's and hopefully they keep adding stuff to it. My thing is that I believe how, and actually this is probably a question too for you guys, but do you think that it's been doing it? Now my question is actually NPD, so it includes PC sales, right? So like PC and Xbox, like the multiple platforms.
License. So it's like if you it's one license, so it's really kind of hard to track who's.
No, but I'm saying it includes it's because it's a multi-platform game now.
Yeah, but NPD only counts. They only count physical. I don't believe that.
No, they count digital. No, they count
digital. It has to have an asterisk, like a specific like exemption for the game.
But I believe you gotta. So it is kind of, you gotta say that it is a multi-platform game. Not to say that it didn't sell, but it did sell on 2 platforms, on Xbox and PC. I know if you buy it on one, you get it on the other, but still, it's 2 platforms it's a larger install base. But it's a larger install base because PC, like I said last time, was like 300 and something million people.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
not.
don't think
But I'm
they
just
want
saying.
to deal with Windows 10 store though. Like they don't want to deal with the Windows 10 store. So
No,
unless it was on
but
Steam,
I'm just saying, like you have sales on PC and you have sales on Xbox.
but
So
I
if
don't think
you,
it's as much of a difference as Cuphead.
whereas if you look
Cuphead
at the
on
other
Steam
games
was
on the list, they're on one platform. So
yeah,
I think it's great, but you got to look at the perspective of it. It's like, just like how we say Far Cry sold #1 because it's on 3 different platforms.
yeah.
So State of Decay 2 is on 2 platforms. Every one of Microsoft's games is on 2 platforms. Yes, it is a cross buy, but it's still it's to a larger market, a larger install base. Because now let me ask you this question: if this game just released on the console itself, do you think it would have been #1 in NPD?
Yes.
I think so, man. I don't
feel
believe
like-
that
I feel
PC
like-
gamers
I
are
don't think that-
supporting
I
the
don't-
Windows 10
I don't
store
think
like that.
Even though there's more PC users, I don't think there's more PC users bought into this whole
Windows 10
Xbox thing
Yeah.
that are than the Xbox customers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
got
it's
you.
close. You know what I mean?
I know a couple PC people, and they got the game
Because
pass.
it was on Steam. Like it did have some PC following too. I know from Steam, but when they did the that edition was at the year 1 edition, they did do it on Steam. But the PC players could wait. I could understand that, but it did have a PC following. But the thing is that it's sold #1, and what it told me, and the first games in there, it was State of Decay 2, it was God of War, Detroit Become Human, and I said it on Twitter. Exclusives matter. That's what it is. Exclusives matter. Exclusives sell. So we need exclusives on every platform that's out there. Exclusives matter. Multi-platforms will always be there, like those games from EA and Ubisoft, but exclusives have been selling. So when an exclusive releases for the month, unless it is, a really bad game or just kind of a niche game, it's been on the top 5. Like it's been up there. So, I do think exclusives matter. And that's why Microsoft has invested in studios to make more exclusives. They got to make them because the people will buy them if they make them. So that's what it told me. But yeah, the congratulations to them. There's nothing taken away from it. There's no fudging of numbers or anything like that. They won NPD. And I think that's a message to Microsoft to say, you better make games. However, the one caveat is that you got to make the game like, I don't think it should be a message that will accept a game that's buggy and all that other stuff selling #1. Like the game needs to be polished. So I don't want that message there.
That last update fixed a lot of things, though.
I know. That's why. Yeah, I know. And what? I've been playing on PC, and it's like it's been fine on PC. I haven't had any issues with it.
Same as me. I mean, after that last update, I gotta tell you, I mean, the game runs pretty well right now.
Yeah,
at least on PC it does.
Yeah, PC has been great. It actually, and it's really good too.
On Xbox now after that patch.
And I know they fixed it with that last patch. Which I'll tell you, the thing about the patch was like, if they had a patch that would fix a lot of the bugs, like why did they? I know they had it committed to dates and stuff, but man, if they released that patch before the reviews went out,
it hurt the game. They were
it did.
The pushing of that was definitely it was very disappointing.
All they had to do was delay
they called it a patch. Yeah, they called it a patch, but in reality, it was a re-download of the entire game.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You can't really change it. It sucks, but
But what they did say on our interview was that they couldn't test all those scenarios, and when they released it, a lot of people were like, hey, this happened and this bug happened, and and then I guess they went to work on fixing those things. But unfortunately, everybody had experienced it.
What was funny is in that interview, he was like, What that happened? Yeah, that's definitely
exactly. Yep. Yeah. So like you get to understand, like they do have testing, but testers and stuff like that. But still, it must be frustrating for a developer, to be playing that game and living and breathing it for years, and then you release it, and people are like, this stupid thing happened. But no, great, congrats to them, and I think it's one of the best, and I think the next one's gonna be #1 is be Forza. If that comes out.
Not in the month.
That game looks fire, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, that does look good. That does look good. But yeah, I'm just saying exclusives matter. Exclusives are great. Like Sony's exclusives selling, Nintendo's exclusives. We didn't even talk about those, but they were like in there like 5 and 6 and 7. So like it just shows that the exclusives matter. And I do think that it does matter. It's not the best place. Like what game is running the most highest resolution is selling the most on what platform. It's really the exclusives that drive the console. That's how I always felt.
Yeah.
Well, then again, you do got to look what multiplats were out that was any good. I feel like here recently, multiplats, like the quality of the games have dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree.
Like we wouldn't be having this conversation like a year or two ago because like the quality of those games were high.
Do you think we've hit a limit to what our consoles can do? Is that why, or no?
No, I just think we've lost imagination. People keep playing safe.
So you basically, it's like the companies like same game over and over and over. That's what you're saying.
That's what they
putting out rehashing a game. And
look at Ubisoft. Ubisoft legitly makes the same game over and over.
Oh yeah, we know that. Yeah. I mean,
services.
some of them have a fun factor, but I totally agree with that because you know most of their games
And-
go up this tower, get this thing, and that's it. I think Assassin's Creed. I think you did it. No, Far Cry, you did it at the beginning at one time, and they made fun of yourself. And they was like, "You think we're gonna have you climbing towers?" And I was like, "That's kind of fun, you know." But yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with that. Yeah,
I can see what you mean. Yeah, they've got a formula that they stick to, but I think every publisher does kind of sort of if you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's why I think we got
probably
Assassin's
every year.
Creed so quickly this year because, like, you know, it's going to be basically the formula from each.
The menus look the exact same as Origin.
Yeah, but I know Smooth likes it though. But it's not a bad game. I'm just saying they got they took a year off, made the formula. And now
Assassin's Creed, the new one was. I think like I said, I'm playing Rogue, and I'm like, holy crap! I see what they were doing when they went to Origins. It's a huge leap. Like Rogue is fun story wise, but yeah, I agree. Smooth, like he's on the money. Like Origins is fire.
They changed the whole game design. They changed the whole game.
Yeah, the whole game design.
With the leveling, attacking guys. Yeah.
Addict. My bad, Frog.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Addict's like take on State of Decay taking number one.
I'm just curious what it sold because if you think about it, like it had to sell. I mean, then again, you have to consider it did sell the $50 copies. Anyone that was playing before the official release date, those did take into consideration. But I feel like that was a small portion of it. I do know a couple people that have Game Pass. They played it and then they just bought it. I don't know why. That makes no sense to me.
It was low cost too. It was $30.
Yeah, and they want to play long term.
That's my point too.
Yeah.
Like this game was $30 and it had more revenue than Detroit.
Yeah,
and God of War.
So I'm curious to see what it sold in comparison to them.
I mean, and you know, between God of War, it could have literally sold like 2 or 3 more than God of War.
Well, God of War was out. Was it the second month, third month?
Second month.
Second month.
Because remember, it's May, and God of War came out.
May. Okay.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I do feel like I thought God of War was going to beat it. To be completely, I didn't even think. I thought State of Decay would be like on the lower end of the charts because of all the issues the bugs are having.
Yeah, and the
reception that was getting was
it's like I've said multiple times. People will straight up deal with as much bullshit as possible if the game's fun. They will ignore all of that if they're enjoying it.
PUBG is a perfect example.
And that's clearly what's happened here. People were annoyed by the bugs, but the game was so fun that they didn't care.
Also, Detroit sold over 1 million. Also, so
yeah, and that's the thing. It's like it's like okay, so it had that's where I'm curious. But
it was like the highest selling Quantum Dream game.
I said this on Planet PlayStation. I said
so
this
if it sold over 1 million and they got more,
but that's a million worldwide. That's what they did, and that's like
that's worldwide.
In 2 weeks.
Really?
Also, so it wasn't like just within the first 7 days. It was just like that, like to date, year to date, right? For debut numbers, this is how I see what happens because I don't think anybody broke 1 million like in that as far as that month as far as sales. I think what happened was wait,
what month? I'm sorry, May.
In the month of May. I think Detroit. It's easy. It's fair to say they could have launched with 150 to 200,000 first week sales, right? Or that and NPD, or you think that's too high?
I think so.
I think it broke 1 million.
No, in its initial release.
No, not in its initial release.
No, I'm talking about for the NPDs, like for them for the land at number 3. I think they had to at least sell 150 to 200,000 copies.
I have no clue, and unfortunately, we would never know something like that.
Because think about where
they won't even talk about sold. Yeah,
but I do think that they're probably sitting at right now like 1.5 to 1.7.
I think you're giving it too much credit. I don't think so.
Didn't God of War do like 5 million in 1 month, right? Or 28 days?
Yeah, God of War did.
Yeah, so
crazy numbers. So I doubt it did $1 million though.
First, yeah.
I don't think State of
I'm trying to think what God of
Decay
War
2
did
did
in its first.
$1 million. I think State of Decay
I don't think so
did
either.
like maybe 400 to 500K.
Right. I easily.
I think it had to do that to beat Detroit, and then God of War. It probably did maybe 300,000 come in the month of May after doing most of its sell in April.
Oh yeah, because it just at the beginning it sold heavy. It sold really heavy. It's like really
that's
heavy.
where I don't know, but that's crazy. I want to give a shout out to Tony Wood 25 who donated $5. She says, honestly, Xbox doesn't need more exclusive. They should make L4D. I guess that's Left 4 Dead,
Mm-hmm.
Gears, and Halo yearly releases like COD and BF. Xbox has unique fan bases. FPS. I think that's a joke.
Oh my god,
it's a joke. But thanks for that donation, Tony.
I mean, he's not wrong. That's what the player base plays. First person shooters in general. There's been very few times where they actually stuck to what made the foundation of Xbox, and it didn't do well.
Yeah, I mean,
look at broken ass PUBG. That's old.
Yeah, people be dropping off of that. I saw that article.
Yeah, I'm not
even dropping off that. Yo, the other observation I want to answer for the NPDs is that the fact that there was an exclusive game for Xbox for #1 sold, but it didn't bump up their console sales to at least #2 to sell over the Switch. Like I thought that, that if you had a #1 seller for a platform, and I know it said PC and an Xbox platform, but still,
it's not a system seller. It just sold to the.
It's selling to the same people, and the same thing with Sea of Thieves, though. Same thing. Like it didn't boost up the console sales. Like it's not showing that people are going to the store, picking up the console, buying the game. Like it's not selling the console.
Well, because now,
at the end of the day,
I know it doesn't matter. I know
they got what?
I know to them it doesn't matter, but I was just saying there's an observation that these games are not driving the console.
Yeah, no, they're not. But they're selling pretty much at this point. It's just pretty much selling to your consumer base. You know,
I think they thought PUBG was going to do that, but then Fortnite happened.
Yeah.
I think Fortnite
very bad.
Hardcore fucked up.
Probably would have did things for Xbox.
Because if Fortnite didn't exist, PUBG would definitely be a system seller for Xbox.
Yeah.
Especially with the player base, especially with the player base and the fan base that Xbox has, like to their point.
That's like the only bundle that's still.
No, that game was doing phenomenal until Fortnite got to a point, and then it was
did it sell 5 million or 4 million, something like that?
I don't know what it sold. I know it's player base. Yes,
and it's still in the top.
It's still up there in the NPDs. Yeah,
ever since launch, it's been in the top 10 for like 5 months straight.
Yeah, they had 5 million unique players.
And that's the console version.
Yeah, 5 million. But they never said the sales. They said 5 million. So I don't know.
No, but I'm talking about the NPDs. I'm talking about the NPDs. It's been there 5 months straight.
Like Smooth's right. It's been there. That's the console. I don't think.
Yeah, you don't count the PC.
No, that's not the PC. The PC's already sold over 25 million.
Yeah.
I mean, PUBG, it is a phenomenon, but it just when that Fortnite came out, there was not much that could stop Fortnite. Like, and we're seeing that with a lot of different games. It's not just PUBG. Like Fortnite is putting its foot on everyone's throat.
It's going after the Minecraft crowd too. I think it's going after that group.
Like the update is pushing out like every week. Nobody can keep up.
I walked to Best Buy and some kid was just like on one of the demo like gaming PCs playing Fortnite. I'm like, yo, like, dude, like you progress, like is progress moving? Did you log in or something? Like guys like playing that Best Buy computer.
Like have a store account just for demos.
It's a store account, yeah.
What's also interesting is like the reason why Fortnite can push out updates so quickly is that it's in beta, it's in early access. Yeah. And there's different rules for early access games for updates versus a full fleshed out game. So that's why like third party devs, no matter what they do, they can't keep up with Fortnite updates.
And it's also Epic too. Epic, legendary kind of like this legacy of online with Unreal Tournament and all this stuff. So they got this online thing down pat.
Yeah, because Bluehole's just about to release or just released the third map on PC for PUBG.
Yeah.
That's just a contrast of how much better Epic is as a developer, obviously.
Yeah. So that winter map that's going to Xbox, is that already on PC?
You know what? That's a good question.
It's
I saw that it
pretty much like
PUBG updated on Steam, but I haven't actually booted up PUBG.
I believe it is on PC.
Yeah,
So that's like the new map.
yeah, there was like a 6 gig update last weekend, I believe, for PUBG, but I haven't booted up since then.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Fortnite and PUBG, PUBG dropped their lawsuit against Fortnite.
Of course.
Any thoughts on that? Was that like what?
I mean, it was just a
smart.
lawsuit over the UI. It was just over the UI.
they couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
It's because Microsoft's gonna buy them. That's why.
Hey,
Oh yeah, no,
they can have them.
they can have them. No,
Microsoft made the right call, man. They didn't pull the
they didn't pull them, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like I mentioned before, when they, when you're in a legality and stuff, if you're looking to grow your company, or that just puts a kibosh on everything, man. It's smart for them to do that because they would have just made themselves just not appealing to anybody to work with, to buy when they're in a legal lawsuit. Like nobody would want to deal with them. So, as I said, it was bad. It was a bad move to get into it. So glad they got out.
Yeah, they got out right before they could pay lawyer fees.
Hey, it's smart.
Yeah,
that's crazy. One thing I wanted to talk about. This is not actually a topic or anything, but we were you guys were mentioning freaking Assassin's Creed, dude. I've been looking in a store at that $120 version of the digital. I don't know why.
Which one? Wait, which one?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I wanted to buy the most expensive one.
No, just wait, man.
I know, but like it's crazy. It's like I'm looking at all the games that look interesting to buy. They all have these $100 versions.
Every single one of them.
Is it a collector's edition though?
Yeah, it's a super. There's a matter of fact, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There's one online on the Ubisoft website, $220.
What is it? What the hell?
Smooth's coming out on stream with the shield and a sword. Watch.
With the toga on.
The thing is, like I look at it and I was looking online, I was like, should I pre-order this? And then I'm looking on the Xbox store, should I pre-order this? And then I think about those random sales when the shit's like $40, not too long after.
A month or two
later.
Look, hey, Smooth. Look, I'm just gonna tell you this: with the exception of a couple of games between that time, I would say August and Black Friday, with the exception of a couple games, that game is one of the games I think is gonna drop down in price. It does it every year, man.
That'll be quick.
There's maybe I can say 3 games that I can say may not drop in price. Like it may drop $10.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty will drop. Battlefield will drop.
No, Call of Duty
Red Dead. I don't think it's gonna drop in price.
Red Dead's not dropping.
I don't think
so.
Battlefield won't drop either.
GTA 5 is still like almost full price.
Because on Black Friday,
don't bundle
battle.
Just Black Friday. Just Black Friday.
That's what I'm saying. Just Black Friday. You may have 3 games that may not drop but $10, and that's probably gonna be. I think it's going to be, is it Fallout? I would say Fallout, Forza, Spider-Man, and then I would probably have to put the other game in there. What's that? Red Dead. I think those may drop $10, but not really that much because they're big titles.
I don't think Red Dead's dropping at all.
It's not dropping.
GTA 5 is
that's
almost
what
full
I
price.
said. It may drop. It may drop. That's what I'm saying. But those other games, man, they come out every year. You're going to drop in price. $39.
Maybe another 5 years before Rockstar drops another game.
Hey, as long as the game comes out good, people will buy it, man.
I'm picking that up.
I can't wait.
Like it's like let me go to the story quick, right? And this is and the thing is, I like around this time of the year when all the games come on the pre-order store and shit like that. You can start seeing like the coming soon list and shit. You go at the bottom and you see like your Call of Duties and your
what do you guys think? Why he's doing the store? What do you guys think Nier is going to sell on Xbox?
I would hope it sells well, but I don't think it's gonna do well.
I don't think it's gonna.
It should have went into Game Pass. If it was in Game Pass, because I didn't even buy Nier. I'm not.
It's not gonna sell.
$50, dude. I don't know if I want to do that.
I don't think it's gonna sell, man.
For that community, I don't know.
People thought even Monster Hunter World wasn't gonna sell well.
It's not the community, really. I do think some of it has to do with the Xbox community, but I think just the fact that it's been out for a year. It's gonna hurt it drastically.
Yeah, it's not.
All right, so let me ask you a question because we said the same thing about Monster Hunter.
Well,
they all came out at the same time. They came out at the same time. Yeah, I think that I just don't think that community, like that game, is going to do well on that system.
You say that community? You know the show.
I'm talking about Xbox. Well, I'm talking about the Xbox community. I don't think it's going to do well on that system. I just don't think that's a game that. And now hopefully I'm wrong. Community. Yeah, I'm hopefully. Well, no, I play everywhere. I mean, I like my Xbox brand, but I play everywhere. The reality is,
notice he always tries to like devaluate and stuff. Like,
no, I'm being serious. I've always been like this.
That community. I play everywhere.
I play everywhere.
No one said you didn't. Everyone here plays everywhere.
But
why are you always acting like you special?
But what I'm saying to you is that Xbox community, I don't think is gonna be into that game as much as that PlayStation community. Like that game, I just think it has more legs. You know, y'all say, you know, that's why I always go with the worldwide appeal, man.
Let me list tell you each of the games, right, that has a higher than $60 version of its game, right? So we know Anthem, they have an $80 version. Right, that game's not getting delayed. They already got the $80 version.
It's not coming out till February. We'll see if that comes out.
Just Cause 4 has a $90 version.
They should have
Oh my god!
This game's not even worth its initial retail price, but it's
oh my gosh!
They have a $90 version.
They need to stop. They really need to stop.
They have a better frame rate version because I'm waiting for that one.
And of course, Fallout 76 has an $80 version.
Yeah, that game's gonna
recycle.
Hitman 2 has a $100 version.
No, they need to stop.
Yep, and that's its most expensive version. Of course, there's a midline one at $80. Even Overkill's The Walking Dead has an $80 version.
Yeah,
I have a problem with this. Now, if you guys been watching my channel over the past month, you saw me a little bit
completely changed when you
saw that. And didn't I see the gameplay, nigga? I wanted to cry. My heart, it felt like
he made so many reaction videos about that shit.
This is the world we live today, bro. Everything has DLC.
That's why
it is what it is.
Yep, and that's why you can't trust these videos. Like when they show a video, you got to see the gameplay.
I will only buy that game if everybody on this podcast is buying it.
The Walking Dead.
Left for Dead.
But you know what? That it may be the best Walking Dead game we've ever gotten because all the rest of them are bad.
Yeah, but it's not the Walking Dead game I want.
It's not one. No.
Right, it's not the one you want. But what I'm saying is, it probably will be the best Walking Game Dead with that name, Walking Dead. Other than the Telltale games,
characters from the movie.
You know what?
Fuck it, it's not Walking Dead.
You know what did it to me, and I was ignoring this.
Let's run out of call.
I was ignoring this through all my reaction vids. I was ignoring this one fact that the people that's making Overkill's The Walking Dead is the same people that make Payday 2.
Yeah, I said
I hate that fucking game. I can't stand that game. And I'm like,
I got a refund on that game. Those servers were broken. You couldn't even play for
it just kind of fell all the way off my hype list. All right, so the next $100, Red Dead Redemption 2 has a $100 version.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's to be.
Wait.
They have one with no game in it.
No. Hold on. Let me address something in chat. Nobody said that the Walking Dead Telltale games are bad. Nobody said that. We were specifically talking about
all
the rest of the games outside of Telltale games. We're talking about the other Walking Dead games.
We're referring to a true Walking Dead experience, not a Telltale. Telltale is more of an interaction experience, not really, a Walking Dead experience.
I mean, it tells a great story, but it's good.
And that's why, the closest thing you'll get to a true Walking Dead experience is State of Decay.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
The male version of Battlefield 5 is $80.
They have
wait. What?
Yes.
The male version of Battlefield 5 is $80.
It's not called that, I hope.
I would say, what the hell? That's CA trolling everybody, man.
And
CA trolling everybody.
Lego DC Supervillain Deluxe Edition at $75. $76.
It's a Lego game. Stop. They're cool, but come on now, stop.
They got a little season pass.
There you go.
Black Ops 4 at $100.
No, that's some bullshit. We didn't talk about that.
I'm wrong.
No, what?
Black Ops 4 at $120.
No, the 120. Yeah, I'm about to say
wait a second. Before we wait on Black Ops, The only
game
way
is
to get the
boycotted.
season pass is through the bundles. They're not
have
selling
to
the
do
season
it through
pass
the
separately.
right.
Oh my
Boy-
god!
That's a problem.
Gotta
You know
move
why
up
they're
that
doing
fish.
it though? I'm gonna tell you why they're
Move
doing
up
it
that
because
fish, getting it right up there.
they're not releasing the season pass the same way they. But you know how like you would get like 4 maps and a zombie map like every couple of months. They're not doing it like that anymore.
No.
They're giving you a
One
map
a
like
month.
every month. They're giving you something. So that's why they're not doing it because
So the
you can buy
game is
it individually.
$130, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, you can buy it individually. That's why they're not doing season passes the way. And I think it's bad. But I think the reason they're doing that is because they're like, look, you know, people can buy whatever maps you want every month and get the content. But I think they're going to try to focus on that blackout mode. And if that blackout mode is good, that game is going to sell.
I'm gonna tell you one sign with that blackout.
And it's Black Ops. That's the most successful franchise they have for Call of Duty.
Well, outside of Modern Warfare 3, yeah. it's the
Well,
most
of course.
successful. I agree.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 was the hype.
That's
like,
true. That's true.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to see what blackout mode looks like, but I'm gonna tell you
Everybody
one thing
does.
also inside but I'm telling you inside that season pass thing. Now I'm excited for Call of Duty. I want to get it, but now you got to factor in, like Smooth said, like it's gonna be $100. If you want the
Oh, hell
pass, you
no.
got to buy the big bundle.
for a year.
No.
Like,
And I'm
that's
gonna
just
tell
a year.
everybody a
I'm good.
tip.
No.
Wait. Here's a tip for everybody. If you still have your Gamers Club unlocked, you heard it here first. Your boy Jez7780.
Yeah, I still got it.
You still have it. Go buy those special editions through them because you get 20% off the special edition. So if you pay $80 for a special edition, you're getting it for the same price as $60 if you just buy the game without Game Pass.
Yep.
So that's what I did with all the collector's editions, the $120 version. If you buy it through Best Buy and still have your Gamers Club, it take 20% off of all that shit, statue things, everything. So that's something to keep in mind. Now I know it probably likes digital, but if you want to buy physical, you know, and you still got your Gamers Club, those special editions are 20% off. Like the Fallout one with the mask and stuff, that's like that's 20% off, like with the big editions. But one of the things I just want to say, one thing with the Black Ops, I saw inside the season pass that they actually had Black Ops operators for the blackout mode. And
that's interesting.
And it's locked behind some of those bundles.
Yes, it is. It's part of the season pass.
So
I'm
they're
like,
gonna. So you got to buy operators separately in that mode. That's kind of.
I don't know. What do those operators mean? Do it mean that people are going to have like special edition guys running around?
Yeah, like you remember they said they were going to add people from Black Ops, all the Black Ops in it. So you're going to probably like have like Soap or not Soap, but what's the damn guy from Black Ops?
And there's certain weapons that are locked behind some of those special editions too.
Oh, that's bad. That's
Oh,
bad.
man.
They always do that
This is
crap.
going to be interesting. The next, we got WWE 2K19 at $90.
EA.
Oh hell no!
It's like EA's.
I always fall for that one.
It's like Activision. They're just seeing like, okay, we can get away with this. Let's up the bullshit. What else can we get away
literally.
with?
And if they can get away with it, they're going to keep doing it.
Of course.
They're going to do it.
I always fall for that wrestling. Though.
I'm not
wrestling.
There's 4 versions of Assassin's Creed Origins. The most expensive being $120.
They need to
and
stop.
This is the one I keep.
Oh my God.
This is the one that keep coming close to pre-ordering.
Don't do it, Smooth. Because then look, you're gonna do it.
Get it from
and then-
Best Buy.
And then, like,
Pre-order
and
from
then,
Best Buy.
like on Black Friday, you're gonna see the game for like $39, and then the season pass is gonna be dropped.
It'll
You're
be
gonna be like,
$50.
damn it, why did I do it?
It'll be
Yeah, I'm
$50
telling you,
for
man,
Black
don't do
Friday.
it.
Kids,
Smooth
might not
stream
buy-
that game with that helmet on. Watch.
Look,
Yeah,
I
the helmet dog is
I
there.
got. I'm gonna tell you like this. I got Far Cry with
Jumping
the
off
season
the
pass
furniture.
when it went on sale, and it had the special sale on the store, and I was like, hey, I paid the same price as the game originally was. Like I was like, I waited because I knew I wanted to play, but I was like, man, that's not. I don't want to
Kid,
spend $90.
kid ain't about that waiting life. He ain't gonna make
Yeah.
it. Do it.
Yeah, I'm not.
He might not buy the $120 version.
Yeah,
but I
I'm playing
guarantee
the crew
he buys
too because
one
I
of
couldn't
them.
wait.
Forza Horizon 4, $100
Yep.
Wait, are you serious?
for the
Yep.
the most expensive version.
And you get it a couple days
hell
early,
no.
probably,
Yeah,
right?
just like-
It's been that way for years.
Yeah.
The last one was
They
that.
started it with 4 to 6. They started it with 4 to 6.
Man, I usually buy them when they go on sale in the store. Damn, I didn't know
FIFA
they were that.
No, they do the season pass with the early access.
Yeah,
Oh, I never
you
even
get
heard
it
about
3 or 4
that.
days before. You get it 3 or 4 days before.
FIFA 19 is
Oh, fuck all the EA games.
Whoa.
Skip them all.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No, wait a second. Madden 19's coming to PC after a decade, bro.
No, all their gold editions, all their bullshit editions are early access and MUT and whatever that.
yeah, it's
that
bullshit.
shit.
I did it
Hey,
before. It's dumb.
out of principle and support, I'm buying Madden on PC this year.
Dumbass, you're not about that, but you
really have crossplay.
I don't think
I'm playing with them mods. I'm playing with them mods. I'm in.
He's a PC dude. He wants to contribute to that Madden coming out next year.
Yeah, bro. All right, they gonna be like, thanks, Merc. We'll see you in 10 years.
That's why this Nier Automata, man. This Nier Automata, I'm telling you, when this game doesn't sell, don't expect another platinum game coming to PC, Xbox.
And unfortunately, and I will be making this purchase, $70 for Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
There you go.
I'll wait on that one to drop to 29 and 19.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm buying that. I'm buying that day one.
I don't want to see the Tomb Raider for the third time.
I've already made my prediction on that game. I think it's going to have a Titanfall 2 effect. It's going to score well. It's going to be critically acclaimed, and I think it's going to have a hard time selling really well because it's packaged to be between too many big games. I've already said that.
It's Tomb Raider. It's Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is not as big as people think it is.
It's not.
The one thing
it used to be, but it's not. It's not.
2K19 is $100.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, fuck 2K, man.
What the hell?
2K18 was trash.
That's for the virtual currency.
$100. Oh, VC. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
I'm sorry. I'm never buying.
You guys
2K
realize
game
this
again.
is like advanced thing. This isn't the $60 thing.
Yeah, I'm just giving you guys the most expensive version of
I think
game.
Frogs is like that.
No. I know it's like but I'm just saying like why would anybody spend that much money on a sports game?
Every game does this. Why?
No, I know that, but I'm talking about sports games. I didn't know the sports games.
Oh hell yeah! Sports games started.
Yeah, 2K.
Damn.
Yo, I'm telling you, 2K.
Look, I got a problem spending 60 on it. I don't want to spend 60 on any sports games.
Did they get put under some heat or something with that? Like people like were complaining, like eventually.
Yeah, because 2K, this is what they do. They put up for pre-order the most expensive one they do first, and they don't show you gameplay at all. They don't give you gameplay. Is not available for 2K19.
2K, I know it's the number one selling, but my God, that game with that virtual currency bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
You created your guy.
Anti-consumer fucking experience ever.
It's the worst. You're right. Horrible.
Wait, what happened? I'm sorry.
Dude, people spend thousands upon thousands in VC just for that shit to be extinct.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree with that.
And then I go walk around the park. So, no, it's horrible. It was the worst thing ever because you create a guy, he barely could do a layup. And nonetheless, I make a white guy that nobody wants to play with. I'm walking around the virtual, like the playground, going, who wants to play with me? I'm like, this
guy's walking around lying about his identity on the playground.
I'm like, nobody wants to play with me.
Hey, I told my son, I said, if you want VC, you better earn it in game. I'm not buying that crap for you.
They trickle that shit out like crazy. They want you to go to the gym and shit in the game.
Hell, yeah, my son was doing all of that, man. Dude, every day I see him, he come home. I'm like, man, what are you doing? He's like, I'm in the gym.
I was like, I had nobody to play with. They were booting me out of the games. I couldn't do a layup. And
I just like to play the regular season and have fun. I don't want to. I don't care about the VC.
You know what's crazy though about 2K? If you don't play the other modes, the game purchase itself is a waste of money.
Yes, it is.
It's like, yo, you
of course,
buy its price tag.
Yep. Same thing with the Madden and all the
Ultimate Team.
This is why I play NBA Live, because I don't have to pay for sneakers and tattoos.
Hey, look, like exactly like what Jess said, Madden is just as bad.
Yep.
Just as bad.
Wow.
If you don't play Ultimate Team, you don't get those. Yeah, that's what it's all for.
And the game Strange Brigade is $80. I think that's the last one that's other than Madden.
Doesn't that game have to be proven? I mean, there's a lot of games on there that seem like
it's by the people that did what you call it, the camp game. What the fuck is it? Firewatch.
Ew.
Firewatch. Okay, I got Firewatch. A great
contrast
walking game.
Yeah.
Great walking simulator. It's real pretty, but
does Spider-Man also have a digital deluxe Spider-Man?
I'm pretty sure it does.
I got the statue version from Best Buy.
Yeah, I got the statue version. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna set up a GoFundMe because I can't afford the best version of the games that I really want to support.
You don't need to get the best version of the game,
but I want to play them early.
Hey, Smooth, if it doesn't come with a statue or something like that, man, just get
the Assassin's Creed game, they come with a statue, the $200 one.
But I'm not asking.
You know, I saw at GameStop they had the Shadow of Mordor with it was like $200, $300.
Oh,
like that.
You talking about the Kilgore?
Yeah,
Kilgore, he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like on sale for like $150 now. Because
we're about to see Kiss Smooth on Channel 6 for robbing a bank.
No, and you know what? I'll buy the Assassin's Creed $200 version if a developer
What's in it though?
Spartan kick them off or something.
Nah, they give you like the helmet, that cool looking fucking. It's cool, man. You know, Ubisoft. You know, they swayed me. You know, this year. You know, matter of fact, before we move
Yes,
on,
Demigod, I agree.
I will donate $5 to each of you guys if you all like pre-order All Star Fruit Racing right now.
What the hell is that?
Fruit race.
What is that?
Go to that.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. How much is it? Number one, and All Star Fruit Racing sounds like a game that should be like $4.99.
Nah, B. That's just $35.99.
Oh hell no!
Wait a minute.
Hell no!
Wait a second.
All Star Fruit Racing.
All Star Fruit
I'm not
Racing came. Wait a second here. I'm looking at this.
They got a Mount
Hey,
Rushmore.
Merc, if you say it's
Wait
straight
a
legit, I'm
second.
out.
Wait a second here, man.
Yo,
No,
we
no,
should
no.
stream
Better not be a
this
virus.
Oh my god.
shit. We should stream this shit. Like,
Oh
oh my god.
The fuck?
It came out on Steam in 2017. Is it just coming to console now?
Gosh.
It's an early
Oh,
access game. It's an
man.
early access game on Steam.
But
Oh, I'm
it's fine.
definitely not getting it. Look,
Hey,
got
Steam sale, $13. Come on.
Oh shit.
Oh my
See, all right,
God.
never mind. It's overpriced. Oh man.
All Star Fruit Racing.
All right,
That's
speaking of-
hilarious.
speaking of-
Smooth, you gonna use that 980 Ti today, bro? Come on, let's go.
Oh man. Oh man. Speaking of
Run that
Steam
4K.
and 980 Ti, what I would ask Jez this. I mean, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but it's this rumor that Microsoft is partnering with the
Razer.
Razer.
Yes.
Yeah, for the
Interesting.
keyboard and mouse support. What are your thoughts, Jez? You specifically, I want to hear your thoughts first on this one.
Well, we knew it was coming. Like they got to, they were going to support it. Like I think that's great. Razer does make excellent accessories. I do have their headset. However, it did, break a little bit, which is kind of bullshit. But the Man of Wars, they do make excellent accessories. Are a bit overpriced, so I'm a little concerned. Microsoft and Razer, they do overprice for their name. Like you pay a lot more money for their stuff. So this could be like a $199.99 keyboard set, like $150. So we'll see. I would like it to be like a lap version of it. That would be cool if it's like a lap version where you can put it on your lap and use it, because they consider if it's for Xbox, it's not a traditional PC mouse. It's sort of like almost like a table to put on your lap. Like that would be cool if they did something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Logitech makes something like that now.
Yes, other people make it. It would be cool if Xbox did.
My issue with it is that one, when it comes to Xbox, only way I would use mouse and keyboard on my Xbox.
I don't play mouse and keyboard. So.
No, on my Xbox is if I'm browsing the internet, but I don't browse the internet on my Xbox. It's just not something I'm looking to do. I don't think it's that important of a feature unless it's going to open up the door for more games to come to the console that are on PC that would allow you to play. And keyboard and mouse support, I don't understand why they would need, if they're going to do Xbox branded version, sure, but I think it should be accessible for any keyboard and mouse you plug in.
Oh, it probably will be.
You know what I mean?
This will just be their kind of accessory, like their premium accessory with Razer, because they'll do that.
Yeah.
Have almost like the Elite control. This will be like the Elite keyboard and mouse. Like they do make tons of keyboard and mice, But the thing is, though, is that the software needs to be sure that it differentiates between the input of a keyboard and a controller. I haven't seen they did mention it when we were worried about crossplay with PC. And I'm not seeing the promises that they did where they're like, hey, those keyboard and mouse guys are not playing with the controller guys. They keep saying like, well, Gears of War's not Twitch shooter. You know what? That's bull. You better be separating those playlists out. Like if you're going to plan on doing this stuff, I think Halo is going to be the first one to do it. Really.
Yeah, they're going to have to. They're going to have to.
They have to. They have to. That's going to be the first one I think that's going to show this. Here's your keyboard playlist. Here's your here's your control playlist.
Yeah,
but I don't think it'll bring games to it. They said it's going to come. So
you know what's going to happen, right?
Well,
you buy that Razer keyboard and you buy that Razer mouse, you're gonna get Gears Tactics on the Xbox right there. Boom!
That's where it's hiding.
There you go. It's a bundle.
There's a code right underneath the keyboard.
That's right. I mean, look, but all kidding aside, I have a Razer Black Widow Chroma and a Razer Death Adder Chroma mouse. Man, I mean, they make great products. The fact that they partnered, the fact that Microsoft and Xbox partnered with Razer, and and I think like Microsoft from the hardware front, as far as Xbox, I do think that they make like nice hardware, like. The way that what they did with the S, what they did with the X, with the Elite controller, like you pick it up, it's a quality piece of hardware, and to see them like go with Razer, that and I'm very familiar like with their products, just owning some of their products. It's exciting to see what they come out with. It's gonna be exciting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, I think
I agree.
I don't play on keyboard and mouse though, but like I think it'll be cool. I would prefer if they did something where it's a sit back lap keyboard and mouse, which would be pretty cool. Like a modular one, that would be pretty neat. Where you could like click it, and it'll be like on your lap, and then you could unclick it and use it at your desk.
Yeah, I agree with you because I think I'm in the minority by far of the people that have my PC and consoles hooked up on my monitor. I think I'm one of the few that have that.
No, I have it, but I got
that. You're like me, Smooth. You got it hooked up at your desk.
Yeah, that convenience, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, but when all the big blockbuster Xbox and X enhanced blockbusters come out, hell no, I'm going back to the fucking Sony 900E. Like fuck that, and enjoying. I'm going to be locked away. But
yeah.
What else is there? So,
it's the middle of the year.
Oh yes,
we're halfway through the year.
Frog, introduce what you wanted to.
So here, it's halfway through the year. This is the last week of June. Next week will be July, and it starts the next 6 months. So basically, your fall gaming. And I thought it'd be kind of interesting, really quick, from January to June, to kind of point out some kind of games that we've had come out that people may have not played or have played that I think everybody can probably say either played it, didn't play it, didn't like it, so forth.
Yep.
Just real quick. So I'm going to go through this real quick as fast as I can. So in January, I would say the key games that we really got were the Monster Hunter World and the Dragon Ball Fighters Z. I think that's how you say it. I don't think it's – I don't know if it's Fighter Z, but I think it's Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Those are like some of the key games that came out in January. And I think I got Monster Hunter, and I didn't get the Dragon Ball, but I heard it was pretty good. I don't know anybody else's opinion on those two games.
Yeah, I got them.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in February – the big games that were talked about were the Shadows of Colossus, the remake, also, and this is not specific to any console. I'm just naming multiplex, whatever. Kingdom Come Deliverance was another one that people talked about a lot. I didn't get to play it, but I heard it was actually pretty decent. The Bayonetta 1 and 2 came to the Switch. Metal Gear Survive, which was not received well, came out. A lot of people forgot that game came out. And then one of the games for the Xbox that was in the early access that I did play was Deep Rock Galactic, and I think it was pretty cool. I'm hoping that game turns out well. Is
that going free to play?
I don't know.
It's still early access.
I've heard, it's still in early access, but I've heard rumors that it may be free to play. I've heard rumors.
Of course, we know the other game was going free to play. I thought Deep Rock might have been going too.
Yeah, Darwin.
Right.
Maybe not.
So in March, March was a pretty decent month. March, you had you had your Burnout Remaster, but it seemed like a lot of people were excited about that. Switch had your Kirby All-Stars, Star Allies. I didn't get that. We also had we also had Ni no Kuni. We had The Way Out, which a lot of buzz got around that.
Yep.
Far Cry 5. Which there was a lot. I mean, this month, man, they had some freaking games is coming out. March had a lot of freaking big games. MLB The Show also came out. So March seemed like a good month.
Are you like purposely leaving out Sea of Thieves?
No. I'm getting to it. I'm not done.
Kids who's most played game of the year.
Wow. Sea of Thieves. So no, I'm not putting them in any order. I'm just naming them. I'm not even saying console. I'm just naming the games. And so those are the big games. Sea of Thieves also. Those are the big games for March. March had a lot of exclusives and multiplats everywhere. Like I think it was a good month overall. Just no matter where you really play. Like that. And matter of fact, that month Injustice 2 Legacy Edition came out. And the only reason I mentioned that is because I wanted the game, but I also wanted to get all the characters. I didn't want to pay $100 like kids move, you know what I'm saying? So April was another big month. we had Owlboy, which is an indie game, but I've heard a lot of good stuff. Hellblade actually came out on the Xbox in that month. Yakuza 6, Song of Life came out. God of War, that was the big month for God of War. A Switch actually got, I think, was it South Park? Fractured Butthole? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Fractured Butthole. And what else came out that month that I'm missing? I think March. I think that was basically April. Yeah, that was April. I'm sorry. April, yeah, that was those are the big games. Then May came around, and believe it or not, we had some more games that people anticipated. Switch got your Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Let's see, an indie game called Raging Justice, which I've heard a lot of people talk about.
I played that.
Yeah, really fun. Dragon Crown Pro came out. What else came? Let's see.
When did Extinction come out?
Extinction came out on the
Game of the Year?
Game of the Generation.
I don't see it. I'm looking for it in that month. That May, I don't know what it is about May, but May had a lot of games come out. Like games I was looking at the list, I was like, holy crap. Hyrule Definitive Edition, Hitman Definitive Edition, State of Decay also came out that month. Let's see. Dark Souls. No, I got it. You stupid. Dark Souls Remastered would actually sold pretty well. I actually looked up numbers. I can't believe that game sold as well as it did. Detroit also came out. Let's see. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Is it Labo? Yeah. I don't even know.
Is that a game or just an accessory?
No, it's not really. It's a. I think it came out earlier though. Yeah, no, listen.
Labo came out.
Labo's April. Labo's
April. Yeah, because I'm about to say I thought that came out in April. So and then in June, which is our halfway mark now, the games that people were talking about were Vampire. People will be talking about that. Let's see. I'm going down the list. Let me see. Come on.
Well,
Unravel 2 came out. It was a surprise.
Yeah, I ignored that.
You forgot
Fallout Shelter.
Vampire.
He said
Vampire. Yeah, Vampire came out. It's actually pronounced Vampire. Like I was a developer. He was like Vampire, and I was like, I thought it was Vampire. He was like,
I tell you, man, that game has some crazy dialogue.
I've heard good things about that game. I heard it has some optimization issues, but it's a good game overall. Let's see. Fallout Shelter came to PS4 and Switch. Cool. Prey, Moon Crash, that came out. Fortnite came to Switch. I'm gonna tell you, June was the Switch's month. Paladin came to Switch. Hollow Knight came to Switch. Man, Switch had a lot of these games that we were like, wait, they got that? Let's see, what else did they have? Mario Tennis Aces. Nier came out on the Xbox as the Gods Editions. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition actually came out as a standalone. You can buy it now. Luminous Remastered actually came on multi-plat, which is pretty cool. Good game. Mario Rabbids Donkey Kong comes out, I believe, the end of this week, if I'm not mistaken. That Mario Rabbids Battle Kingdom Donkey Kong. What else? Pokemon Quest, which is weird.
Pokemon Quest.
Yeah, Limbo came on Switch. It's coming out at the end of the month. Inside is coming on Switch at the end of the month. Wolfenstein, Limbo and Inside are very good games. Wolfenstein 2 is coming out at the end of the month. Crash Bandicoot will be on Xbox One and Switch at the end of this month. The Crew, the end of this month, and that's it. The beginning of this year has been amazing. If you have all platforms, you got some good games.
Yeah.
For depending on what you look at, that's good. But you got good games. You got multi-plats. You got your exclusives. It's been a good 6 months. It's been a really good 6 months. The end of this year, I don't know what's going to happen. I got 3 games I'm planning on.
Fucking September alone is a death trap.
Dude, September is bad, man. It's bad. I don't understand what they were thinking with some of these between August and September. I don't understand because you got too many big games coming out, man. Yep. Like too many big games coming out, and I'm like, who put this list together? We're gonna launch it right here. And why would you put okay? I don't know if you guys know this. I like the Walking Dead Telltale game. The final season, I just got to put this out there. It's coming out August 14th, and I'm hoping Clementine doesn't die because I'm gonna be pissed because it's such a good game. But it's the final season, so I have a feeling that they're gonna end it on a big freaking bang. But yeah,
None of your freaking games end on a big bang, dude.
That first game blew me away, man. Well, I don't want to give away the ending. Hopefully, people played it, but that first game, I didn't see that coming. But I got to say, between August and September-ish, November-ish, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Like, there are too many big games coming out. Some of them are not going to make it. Some of them are just not going to make it. I don't know what's going to happen to Dragon Quest because even though I just think that game is going to be good quality, but I just think it's going to have a hard time selling. You know, you got
like what is it? The Niyakune.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, but it's not going to sell. Exactly. It's going to be a good game that doesn't sell.
Niyakune is good.
Destiny 2 has freaking DLC coming out that September 4th. And even though people crap on Destiny, that DLC is going to sell.
Yeah.
People don't sleep.
Yeah.
Like, that DLC is going to sell. Like, I'm just looking at the games.
Good brand new game.
Especially since people are bored of Destiny 2 already.
Like, I mean, that game is going to sell. That content is going to sell. And I'm just looking. I'm like, man, some of these games, somebody needs to move somewhere because that September, October is not looking
games
cool.
should have been moving up into like fucking June and July, but no.
Yes, man. And then next year, the beginning of next year is, oh my gosh, it's packed.
February 22nd.
January, February is ridiculous. Yeah, and I'm like, my first game I'm buying next year is Resident Evil 2. And I'm like, please don't get delayed. Please don't get delayed.
That comes out at the end of the month, right? Resident Evil 2
it comes out, the 25th. Okay. And then the following month, it'd be Crackdown, Anthem, and Days Gone. Wait. I want to play all three of those.
Wait, does Kingdom Hearts 3 come out on the
20th? January 25th.
And Kingdom Hearts 3 come out. Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
January 25th.
I'm sorry. I gotta play Resident Evil over Kingdom Hearts. I can't. Look, man. I didn't really get into the other Kingdom Hearts, so I'll get it eventually.
I bet you Kingdom Hearts outsells Resident Evil.
For sure.
I guarantee it will. Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. But I couldn't get into the other ones. I have them on PS4. I just can't get.
I don't blame you. It takes
honestly,
you have to literally be like. You have to literally have like your friend convince you to play it, and then you have to play it.
You have to be dedicated.
We had this whole conversation, man. Like, you tried to explain the story to me because it was so confusing. I was like, I'm so confused. But I know that I'll eventually get the game. It'll be a game I get. But I know I want to play. I'm an old school gamer. I want to play Resident Evil 2. That game. I mean,
it looks good.
Love Resident Evil.
Really good.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite Resident Evil.
Shout out to J-Main. I still disagree, but me and him had an argument on Twitter.
Say?
Me and him had an argument on Twitter, and it wasn't a bad argument. But I was like, look, like. At the end of the day, regardless how you feel about this game, it's still the original story. You know, they changed it, made it more modern. And like he was like, no, it's different. It's completely different. Because I can't remember what the content of the argument was. Oh, yeah, I made a Twitter. I was like, look, the same people. The tweet was mainly about people are okay with remakes and remasters. They hate it until it's a game they want to play.
Yeah,
I think remasters and remakes are okay as long as they're done well.
And you know, they're okay. People hijacked that. Was like, no, this is different. I'm like, no, this isn't. This is a really good remake.
But
it's still a remake. Game, but it's a remake. Yeah, it's the same game, but it's a remake.
Wait, is the Resident Evil 2 remake full price? Is the Resident Evil 2 remake full price?
I don't think.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
No, because I was going to say like.
I think it's 30.
Yeah, because like.
I do have a. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying like the right way to do the wrong way to do remasters is what Nintendo does with the Switch is that they give you full price Wii U ports that don't look that much different than the Wii U
counterparts. Oh my gosh, thank you. Somebody finally said it. Thank you.
Yeah, versus Sony or third parties who they don't charge full price. For example, God of War 3 Remastered wasn't full price, but it was 60 frames. The Uncharted Collection wasn't full price, but they give you all three games.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus was not full price.
Man, thank you. Finally. Dude, I made a video, and you're the first person I've heard say this on the podcast. I own the Wii U, so me owning the Switch, a lot of these games to me are ports from the Wii U. Even, and I'm gonna say this live, even Smash Brothers Ultimate is the same damn game. All they did was add more characters and give you a couple. And I'm like,
no,
dude,
at the end of the day, all of them are the same.
I guess fighting.
And I'm not mad because Smash is a big game, but come on, man, Mario Kart. I was like, I'm not buying the same thing.
Yeah, Mario Kart was not.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but like at the end of the day, if you enjoy these games, they're totally for you.
No, I'm gonna get it hands down. But
I have a Switch. But, you know, I will say the Super Smash Brothers is different from your average Wii U port.
It's
think it is. I think it
different.
is,
Yeah,
too.
it is different. But what I'm saying is like the difference is it's like when I look at it, I'm like, damn, that kind of looks like some of the stuff because I got the Wii U version with all the DLC. So to me, in a lot of ways, I'm like, it's a very similar. It looks kind of like a port that it has added more stuff to. That's what I kind of say about Smash Brothers. Let me rephrase that. It looks like a port that it's added stuff to. But Smash Brothers is a big game. It's gonna sell.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for the beginning of next year, man. Even the end of this year, man.
The whole year, honestly, if you have more than one system, like up to February, it's just games every month. If you have more than one system.
Yes. Oh yeah. Hey, in the chat moves. I definitely agree. Dark Souls should have been a $29 game.
Yeah. How much they charge for Dark Souls?
40.
Oh my God, man, 40, dude. And I'm playing it and I'm enjoying it, but I definitely agree that should have been a game that they could have did a better job with. And I kind of feel like they're
I returned that shit, dude.
I didn't
I'm
even get
still
to play it.
I'm still playing
that
it.
shit
I'm
so
having
quick.
fun with it.
You know your ass wasn't gonna play.
I would have turned it on, but before because we got two more things to cover. One thing I want to talk about just really quick, is the Xbox Game Pass for July. The games announced. Looks like two of them are brand new. Yeah, there's Bomber Crew.
Bomber Crew. Never heard of it.
There's Warhammer Vermintide 2.
Vermintide. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that game was big
that's
on PC.
launching.
First,
That's launching into Game Pass.
day and date.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Warhammer
'Cause
Vermintide
you got a
day?
pre right now. It's for pre-order, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Because the game's in beta now.
Huh.
You see,
Wait,
so
is that
we
the
were
same
saying
one
it's
that was
possible.
on the PS4? Hold on, I'm confused. Is it the same Vermintide? Because I got a Vermintide on the PS4. I'm trying to think. Is that the same one? I thought that game came to Xbox also. Or is it a
But
brand
it's
new
on
one?
Is it in the pre-order store right now? I believe. You got
Maybe it's a new one. It might be a new game. You might be right.
Fallout.
Warhammer Vermintide, yeah.
Fallout 3. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Shadow Complex, which is a 360 classic.
Those are good games.
Dirt 4, which came out, was it last year?
I believe so.
I believe so. Yep.
Yes.
Abzu, if you want easy,
Oh,
it's your
that's a
first
fun
1,000. I played that game. I 100% of that game on every platform I have.
And he tried to use it in his I beat games this year.
I did.
He tried to use
I tried
every
to
one
finish
of
it.
them.
Oh wow! I'm looking at the games
Mermaid.
now.
Yeah, Vermintide is actually you only could buy it as a bundle for $44.99, so $45.
Wow,
And Zombie Army Trilogy
that's a decent game. It's all right.
and Human Fall Flat, which is
That game is hilarious.
That's pretty cool.
Oh
That's
my
like-
gosh,
That's
that
cool.
game's
You can get the Gang
hilarious.
Beasts. I have that game. Both those
You know
are
what?
cool.
I give a thumbs up. These games are actually pretty fun games.
Yeah.
They're pretty, not just because Fallout's in there. They're pretty fun games. Like, you know, and
They
Oblivion.
got the good Fallout in there.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Fallout.
Right.
And remember, if you have an
Fallout is
Xbox
good.
One X, Fallout 3 is an Xbox One X enhanced. So,
Hands, yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Is it like drastic like Red Dead?
It's a big difference.
It's-
Yeah, it's like Red Dead difference. Yeah, it's big. It's
Yeah,
big.
Red Dead looks great on the X. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Fallout 3 is a very good looking game on that.
Yeah,
X.
Vermintide looks pretty
I will-
good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I
Melee
got
co-op,
that
like
one.
Left 4 Dead Melee style.
Yeah, I got that game. I thought that game actually released on a multi-plat.
Oh, I don't think I'm looking at it now. It says it's on Steam and on Xbox One. I don't see it anywhere
I
else.
gotta look
Oh,
at
wait.
because I got
There's a
it on my
PlayStation
system.
4 beta sign up. That's it.
Hold on.
Just
Let me
a
make
beta.
sure. Warhammer Vermintide. I could have swore I had this game. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's
Warhammer Vermintide 2, right?
yeah.
Oh, it's part 2. Never mind. Okay, two. I didn't see a 2 by it. Okay, yeah.
So Xbox got them
That's
exclusives, baby.
That
Yeah,
is-
on PC it dropped in March.
Wow,
Xbox
that's
got
cool.
them exclusives, man. So
No, thumbs up. I thumbs up to Game Pass. I've always said Game Pass would do well if you can put the content in there. And
Yeah.
I think it's a very smart
and
idea.
before we get to this final topic, can you please, all 94 of you, like this video? There should not be only 30 engagement if there's like a lot more of you watching. So
Yeah.
hit the like button, please.
Please.
Pretty please.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this-
Support.
It's
Episode
about
50.
engagement, everybody. It's all about engagement.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Engagement numbers. We'll announce them next week.
Active users.
Before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to the mods. Shout out to Tiger King. Shout out to D Almighty Spartan God. Shout out to
Boss Moves,
Alish,
man. Boss
who's
Moves.
here. Boss Moves. Who else is in here? Life and Times podcast. Alex PSX, who became a mod today. And let's see who else. I mean,
What's up,
shout out to
Visions?
Demigod.
Demigod.
Shout out to Master Chief. Is it Master Chief who does our?
Yeah,
man.
That guy's amazing.
He does a time.
Yeah,
stamp.
so-
He does a time
Steve,
stamp for shout out to that dude. He puts work in for a lot of podcasts. I got a lot of respect for that dude. He puts that work in. A lot of work.
All
Shout
right.
out to Visions, man. Shout out to Visions too.
So hopefully this is the final time we're talking about this thing. This cross-play fight thing. A lot of people thought this was gonna blow over.
I told you it wasn't gonna blow over.
You know how
I knew it wasn't going to.
shit comes up and comes and goes. It's like, all right, whatever, forget about it. This shit's not stopping. Like,
It's not going to.
That's good.
It's the
It
biggest
shouldn't
game
stop.
in the world. It's not gonna stop.
Yeah, it shouldn't
It's not
stop.
gonna
It shouldn't stop.
So, go ahead, Addict. I'm sorry.
Every time someone buys this shit on the Switch, it's gonna get re-brought up. Anytime someone big buys this shit on the Switch, it's gonna be brought up.
Yeah, holding those accounts hostage. Wait till they announce that bundle, man. If they do that bundle, that'd be
The
crazy.
bundle got leaked. The bundle got leaked.
Oh yeah,
The
that's a
Fortnite
bundle. That's real. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
coming.
That's crazy.
And
that's
you know,
edition.
and you
The
know,
exclusive skin.
the thing about it is like my personal stance on crossplay is I think it's cool. But my opinion is when I bought a PlayStation, I didn't buy with the intention of playing anybody but people on PlayStation. The same with my Switch, the same with my Xbox. Do I care about crossplay? If it happens, it happens. It's cool. I understand why. I do disagree that, if you have an Epic account on your PlayStation, you can't bring it over. But I understand Sony has some exclusive content that's in that game on their console. So from what I understand, this is just from what I understand, I've been reading different articles and there's some conflicting things that Sony's like, look, we could do the crossplay with the game, but we have exclusive content that we paid you guys to put in this game. So they can't use this content, which I'm like, look, so is it, I don't know if it's Epic. I don't know if it's Sony. Do I think it's anti-consumer? No. The anti-consumer whole thing is bull crap. It's not anti-consumer. When people go out and buy a console, they buy with the intent to play with people in that same ecosystem. So people need to stop the false bull. Oh, it's anti-consumer.
I don't think
it's
they
not.
buy with the intent to.
I don't think the
play with
crossplay is
big
anti-consumer, but the
Epic parties, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
that's the definition of anti-consumer.
yeah, like that right there, I understand, but I think there's something deeper to the whole Epic account thing. Me personally, like people
What
do
could it
buy
possibly be deeper?
people buy consoles to play within that ecosystem. You don't buy a Switch saying, "Oh, I can play with Xbox and PC." Nobody thinks like that. This
but
is just a
that's
new
not the
thing that
case,
people are
though.
talking
Well,
about.
nobody thinks like that because they've never been given the option.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
but-
times are just changing.
Right,
Yeah.
and times are changing. It's cool, but I could care less. If we can crossplay, we can do it. If we don't, who cares? It doesn't matter. Not to me.
I'll tell you what I think about it, because in this particular topic, and again, I don't play Fortnite, so I don't really care about Fortnite. I don't, but I think as gamers and just as a consumer, I think that, the fact that this is happening with the biggest game in the world, we have the opportunity to kind of latch on to that game and get something changed that will benefit us all as gamers. You know what I mean? It would be real cool if you had the opportunity to game with anybody. Because think about it this way: if it happens with Fortnite, it's going to happen with other games.
Yeah.
Call of
And it may
Duty,
happen-
Madden Live.
Yeah.
I
The
see what you're
moment,
saying.
You're right.
the moment Sony caves, because they're gonna cave to this Fortnite shit.
Yeah, they're gonna end up probably end
I
up.
think
have
it
to.
eventually happen. I think it will.
No,
I think they're
it's
going to unlock the
happen
account.
within the
I don't
next
think they're
couple
going to do
months.
crossplay. I think
But
they're
let
going
me-
to unlock the
No,
account.
the account thing they're gonna cave for. There's
But
no
here's my
denying.
question
account they're going to.
Here's my question. Is it just stay within console, or now can you play against PC people too? Because I think that's where the problem lies.
No, Fortnite, the PlayStation, you could play against PC and mobile. You just cannot play against Xbox.
Right, but what I'm saying is, say you do crossplay with all your multiplayer games. What I'm asking you guys is, now do you say, okay, every game that comes out that's multiplayer, you can play with PC versus console versus, like, at that point, it's like, okay, that's cool.
I want that for
does
every
it happen?
I want it for every game.
It's not going to. The publisher's
I
not
don't
going to do
think
it.
that's
EA's
gonna
going to
happen.
make
I
you buy
think-
five
I
versions
think
of
within
that game.
console
No, no.
ecosystem it'll happen.
Think about it. You got developers right now that are saying they want this because this is going to help the longevity of their games. So us as gamers, if you're like a gamer, why wouldn't you want to support that kind of practice across all platforms for all games? Because if it happens with Fortnite, I have a feeling that you're going to see that's just steamrolling to other games as well.
What's going to happen is they're going to cave to this account locking shit. I can guarantee you.
So wait, you're saying Epic or Sony? Because I think it's an Epic thing.
Sony has to unlock the accounts. They have to unlock
but it's the Epic accounts, and the reason Sony won't unlock it because they have exclusive content in there. That's what I've been reading.
Yeah, Sony won't unlock it because they want to keep people in their ecosystem. Let's be real.
Right.
That's the whole point.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing is that I guarantee
something today, like they're gonna make something. They're gonna do something.
It eventually will happen.
They basically postponed the whole thing, but he's like, we're gonna do something. We listen.
And then the moment, see, what's gonna happen is once this works on Fortnite. It does really well in Fortnite. And people see a good change in Fortnite. Then you're gonna see people like Bungie put
Destiny and all that. But here's the question: do you guys remember when Fortnite when this first came out?
Switch.
Do y'all remember that they accidentally?
We're forgetting that the Switch doesn't get those games. So we're never with the Switch.
Do y'all remember when they accidentally said, "Oh, they found that PS4 and Xbox players were playing against each other at the beginning"?
Yeah, they had it.
Yeah, so I don't see why. I don't really like. I think crossplay.
No, Epic got shit for that. They Sony made it off, dude.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Like but like I'm saying, if it happens, that's cool. But I never bought a console with the intent to say, "Ooh, I can play this with other consoles." Like I don't think anybody goes into buying a console. Most of the time, you buy your console because that's where your friends are, not because you can play crossplay. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I think
the biggest portion. But then you got to think the biggest portion of people that are complaining about this, they bought that console to play Fortnite.
Yeah.
So if they can't, I mean, look at it from the perspective that you're a PlayStation 4 user.
Right.
And you get a Switch. And I think that's a good scenario.
Okay, that's a great scenario. I understand that.
So now you got a Switch. You've already put thousands of hours in Fortnite, so much money. You go to and it's like, no, it won't let you log into your Fortnite thing. So you have to start one on the Switch. But they're doing it on their PC and it's letting them do it fine there.
Right.
So it's like I don't understand like the problem with this. And like, look, Sony thought this was just gonna blow over. This shit's not blown over. If anything, it's getting bigger now.
No, Fortnite is a big game. It's a big deal.
Well, because it came up before, and it blew over then. So I guess that's why
it blew over last year.
But it wasn't Fortnite.
It wasn't Fortnite.
It was Fortnite.
It was Fortnite. You're right.
It was Fortnite.
It was Fortnite.
Remember the guy like played with his
steel thing wasn't that was the first. That was the part that people didn't like because Fortnite. A lot of people like. I at least spend like what $20-30 on Fortnite. Like people spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yes.
They don't want to restart their accounts if they want to take it on the go. Yeah. So that was the thing that really sparked this whole discussion.
And I think that Epic kind of played into it too, because I think if you had your PlayStation account and try to play on Xbox, it was kind of vague as to why you need to create a new account. But when the Switch did it, it actually stated like, this is not a supported platform. It was a shot. Yeah. It basically said like, this is not a supported platform for your Epic account. It's behind something else. And when people read that, you know, that screenshot, that was very clear as to who
Epic
was holding.
did that purposely. They did
that.
Because
you can never play Xbox and PlayStation. Like like nobody was playing Xbox and PlayStation going, hey, I'm bouncing from Fortnite on PlayStation, bouncing to Xbox. That was already locked. Like,
look, and this is the whole thing that I agree with you guys on. Like, if Smooth's a primary Xbox player and I'm a primary PlayStation guy, but we like the same games like Destiny and whatever, it will be cool to just play with him no matter what game it is. If it's the same infrastructure, I think that's cool. My only question is, we all know that Fortnite is running at 30 and a lot of these consoles are like 60. So does that impact the game?
But remember, you make that choice though. Like you make that
that's
choice.
What I'm saying. I'm just wondering, does it? Because I played it. I got a Switch. I downloaded it. I'm like,
it's
cool.
I played it on Switch. It's all right.
It looks like crap. But my whole thing is, does it impact the game?
It looks like crap.
Yeah, it looks bad.
No, it does.
It looks better in dock. I mean, it looks better in portable mode than it does docked.
Yeah,
like,
I played
in dock mode looks bad,
just
man.
the draw distance is really bad.
It's bad, man.
Oh my god.
It would be no different than somebody playing on their Xbox Gears at 60 frames, right? And I'm playing at 90 plus. Yeah. You know what I mean? Theoretically, I have an advantage.
Right. Yeah. That's the other thing I wonder about.
The one thing that I wanted to bring up about this whole cross-play and like what you're saying with the advantage of the different performance, The thing is that on PC, that's fine. Everybody has all different things. But when you're paying for a service, do you expect to have a certain level of quality that can be tarnished by having somebody on a 3G network playing your game, lagging all over the place? And it's like, yo, I'm paying. That's the reason why Xbox Live was so successful, was because it was this closed environment that had, everybody was on equal platform, so it was a competitive environment.
Well, and that's why they didn't do crossplay back in the day, because they said they couldn't monitor, they couldn't be responsible for
exactly. They want to ensure the same level of quality.
Right? They wanted quality.
And
let me ask another question:
so they got to make everything for free.
Ricky in the chat makes a real good point. Shout out to Ricky. He said you can crossplay with laggy mobile. It's not an excuse. In other words, like,
no, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying it's not an excuse that it happens, but the thing is that person's paying for a service. So if you're paying to play online on a console, the expectation was that you were getting a certain level of quality, and that was the thing. Like, you're getting an equal playing field. That was the whole essence of Xbox.
Well, the other thing is, I think if I'm not mistaken, the Xbox is the only system you have to pay with Xbox Live to play Fortnite.
Yeah. We don't know about the Switch is unknown. We don't know if the Switch.
I don't know if they're going to charge.
Oh, they're going to charge. They will.
Sony doesn't charge. So I'm just like,
Sony doesn't.
It's a free-to-play game. Why wouldn't you just let people just play it? You shouldn't need Xbox Live
free
or
everywhere.
PSN or
free on PC, mobile, and PlayStation. The Switch, they're going to charge for it, guaranteed.
Oh, man.
And don't get me wrong. That's something I think Xbox should change.
They should.
They need to change it. They changed Netflix and Amazon years ago.
Yes.
And when I got a PS3 and I found out that I didn't have to pay, I was like, wait, I can just watch my stuff.
Yeah, PlayStation 3 is the most watched Netflix. Because Netflix was free to watch it.
It was the Wii and the PlayStation 3. Everybody's watching
Xbox, the Netflix box, though. Oh, okay.
Well, it was the first one that had it.
It was the first one that had it. It was the first one that had it.
And then they put it behind the paywall. It didn't matter. That's why I watched it, though. But it was the first device that had it.
They changed it. People complained, and Xbox ended up changing it.
I just think
the next generation they changed it.
Yeah, the next generation, of course.
Some things don't need to be behind a paywall. If your game is free to play, why have it behind a paywall? There's no reason, really, to me.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Well, also that they give the same features on the PC, they have every right.
How that's been like the topic ever since this whole crossplay thing came into thing. It's like the whole Xbox free to play shit. It's like the ultimate trump card.
No, I didn't even know.
But dude, it is the truth.
No, it's not saying it's not the truth. It's just like I like how it comes into play.
I didn't even know you had to have Xbox Live to play Fortnite. I thought you could play it free on wherever it was because it's a free to play game.
No,
I did not know that.
That was a big thing at the beginning of this generation. Was that was a big thing.
And Jez, you'll probably agree with me too, because you also play on PC. But for me, crossplay is an even bigger deal because I'm already doing it from my Xbox and PC right now. So it's like I'm looking at it from I've already experienced this, and
we all play together all the time.
We all play together. I would have not done what I did experiment if it wasn't for crossplay and Xbox Live and Windows P. I would never have done that. I would have had all my consoles still here, but like I took this risk on saying like, how much can I do on a PC that will still make me feel like I have an Xbox until I get the next Xbox, like an X,
Yeah, of course.
And it's seamless. It works. It's pretty crazy. Like chat, even when using the phone, like I have my Bluetooth headset on and chat, and like I'm not this, and I think it's great. I think it's awesome that they're doing that. And,
somebody in the chat said crossplay would be bad with the first-person shooters, PC versus console, because console people get owned.
That's where they got to put the work in.
But not all the time. Not all the time.
That's where they got to put the work in.
There are some really bad PC players.
We're talking Fortnite on Fortnite too, man. I saw the photo of like the person sitting. I'm playing on a Switch. They're playing on the Xbox, and then the other person's playing on an iPad. I'm like, that person on the iPads and get their ass whooped.
Yeah,
I don't know if they want to be playing with.
Yeah, I mean, look, and again, like I said, since we've been doing this with crossplay, or play anywhere with Xbox, I'm like, this is just an expansion of that same idea. Now developers are asking for it. It's the biggest game in the world, and Sony's the only one kind of shutting it out. And we know the reason they're doing it.
Yeah, they're winning.
They're winning right now. They're feeling themselves. I completely understand that.
I'm telling you, man, they getting that cockiness.
It's business, man. Business is business.
Well, business is business until they do something that is so anti-consumer that it fucks them. And I'm telling you, they're getting so full of themselves. They're coming up on that mark.
Yeah, they'll hold on to this, and then they'll have it as an E3 announcement, and people will be cheering.
I think by the end of the year, we'll hear something. Before the end of the year,
twist on it.
Something.
I mean, I think
Fortnite's a huge
think they're
game.
gonna have to. Yeah, man, I think they're gonna have to change
First, they
something.
got to
Because I mean,
that name changes.
oh god, no god.
We hear you.
knows
We hear you.
that
It was like 7 years. We hear you.
Wait, don't we still have what's PlayStation's with their what game shows do they have left this year? So does Microsoft has their
Paris Games Week? They got Paris
does
Games Week still.
Gamescom, but
no they no yeah
Tokyo?
that's what I'm saying. Like so, I'm pretty sure something big will be announced by the end of the year between. The three companies, everybody's gonna announce something big when we're like, oh, okay, that seems it's something big happen. I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath if it happens. It's cool, but if it doesn't, I'm like, okay, you know.
I think PSX.
People.
I think PSX.
Yeah. I think PSX will be the place to
PSX.
announce it, but I think people still continue to play their games and have fun, you know. And it'd be one of those things. Yeah, Fortnite is a big deal, and yeah, I got it on mobile, and I got my Epic account for my PlayStation. On my mobile, and I don't have a problem, but I don't play it like that. So I guess because I don't play like that, it doesn't matter. But for me, like I said, if it happens, cool. But if it doesn't, cool. You know, it doesn't matter to me.
I do think the thing that we do need to come, and I see it just get blown up all over Twitter, is that it's not that Sony is like they are by the Epic account, yes, but they are not closing off their system and not playing with mobile and PC. They have tons of games that go across VR. I know the VR games are all PC with Oculus and Vive. I was in a room and there was like guys with all different headsets on, and so they are with crossplay. They just don't want to do crossplay with their competition. So that's kind of where this thing needs to look at. It's not that Sony is just isolating themselves and gonna like be irrelevant because they're not participating in crossplay. They are. They actually did it earlier than Microsoft decided to do it with Final Fantasy.
Right.
So I think, you know, we can't look at them as like they're just off the crossplay completely. They do crossplay. They just don't want to open up to compete with their competition, the other consoles. And that's where Microsoft has broken the wall, saying we will partner with the Switch. Hey, we're here for also PlayStation if they want to do it, which that's great. But you got to remember, Microsoft has changed it to like you a competition. Now you're my friend.
Yeah, and She Games said it in the comments. She said it's a competitive field, so Sony to make sure they have the upper hand before agreeing to crossplay. And I kind of like it is a competitive field. Like they're in there to make money. They're in it for competition, but they're in there to make money. You know, Sony. Sony
and Nintendo's doing it too for money. Like, they're not doing it because they love Microsoft. Like, look, they're doing it because they want to charge people for online.
Right? And Sony has things to fall back on. Nintendo's really the only true gaming company out there. So the reality is this is about competition. It's about making money. And Sony at this point, if they can get the upper hand and they do it, that's what they're going to do.
It's going to be smart for Nintendo's jumping in on this.
My honest opinion, I think this is a power play for next gen. I think they want to market. You could play anywhere with your friends. You don't need to buy a PlayStation.
Which that falls right in line.
I think they're secretly trying to pressure Sony into doing this at the end of the generation through Fortnite.
So you think we have one console, just one box?
I think they're going to try to market it that you don't have. If your friends are going on PlayStation, you could still come with us. You could play anywhere.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you can
I think
you can play your games with your friends anywhere. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what Sony doesn't want.
I think they're using Fortnite to do that. And especially the progression thing. I don't think
that's bull. That's bull.
Crossplay is not going to happen. I don't give a fuck about crossplay.
Yeah, crossplay.
That progression shit needs to happen.
The progression, yes, I agree with that. Yes,
they're not doing the crossplay. They're going to do the progression.
Like when it comes to Destiny, those are off Bungie servers, Bungie accounts, everything. I should be able to play my account on PlayStation.
Call of Duty, same thing.
Call of Duty. Is what I agree with. Yes,
and then people are like, well, there's exclusive stuff. It's like, grade the shit out.
No, but it doesn't matter because you can lock that content out even no matter where you play. But that is a server-based game. It's always online. I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
if I'm playing the Division on PlayStation, I want to go play it on Xbox with my friends. That stuff should travel over because it's in a server. I agree with that.
That's not a console save.
Yeah, that to me makes the most sense. I totally agree with that. Yes. Totally agree.
You know what? Ricky makes another good point in the chat right here. To be honest, we are in a different age of gaming. The fact that Fortnite had tournament at E3 with people who play on different platforms that go against each other. So I mean, yeah, man, that's true. He also said this can hurt Sony. All it takes is for something to become a trend, and it's an instant shift in demographic of gamers.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I mean, look what happened in 2013. It's not severe like that, but all it takes is that media picking up. And then before you know it, it becomes Fortnite. They won't let cross progression and cross play with Fortnite. Becomes Sony's extremely anti-consumer, and I wouldn't fuck with their brand. That's all it takes.
Yeah. So I mean, he makes a good point there, man. I mean, and again, it's the biggest game in the world right now by far, and it ain't slowing down. It's really not slowing down. If anything, it's getting bigger.
It's not. It's huge. It's huge. My nephew, he plays the crap out of that game.
Oh,
and I watch him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap!
I want to know where the hell is it on
fun.
Android?
It's a lot of fun.
They haven't put it on Android at all.
You know what?
It's iPhone exclusive right now.
You know how like Call of Duty was that big sensational thing? I think it's really like on that Minecraft Call of Duty level. It's becoming that. It's really becoming that. Like, so I think it's cool. I think it's cool that people love this game. I
really
play
good
it
game.
here and there.
It's a really good game.
Yeah, I play it here and there. My sons played a lot. I'm like, that's cool, but and they hate Call of Duty. They hate Battlefield, but they love Fortnite. I'm like,
I'm the
what?
exact same way.
Yeah.
I'm the exact same way. No, I fell out of Call of Duty after Black Ops 2. I just fell out.
Yeah, I play it here and there.
I like it.
And you know they're after like I don't want to say a particular agenda, but it's completely staged in the sense of right after the whole Fortnite thing happens, the YouTube video drops of like Nintendo and Minecraft.
That was a year and a half.
But the thing is that was just timing working itself out because remember the Minecraft Xbox game was announced last year at E3.
Yeah, when they had the iPad on stage.
But all of a sudden the Fortnite thing happens, and now all of a sudden they drop a video.
Yeah, but
it was on the Nintendo channel. It was on the Nintendo channel.
Shout out to Ricky again. He made another good point. No one cared for 1080-60 for consoles. All it took was marketing and the media to push the narrative, and look where we're at now.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Literally, if you want to think about it, the media is the entire reason the Pro and the X are around.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Somebody asked the question. They said the fact that it's free on PlayStation, do you think that matters to most people? I mean, I think it has something to do with it. But
I think the casual playing Fortnite don't realize it though.
I think the parents like buying it. They don't have to subscribe. They just there you go. Just play.
I think that a lot of people are aware that there's a cost to play PlayStation and Xbox, but they don't. They're not like. For the most part, a lot of them aren't aware that game is free to play.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody picked up a PlayStation, downloaded Fortnite, and paid PSN because they thought that that's what you're supposed to do.
Right, because that's just the
it's
thing
not
you
really
do.
advertised like this is free. Like they definitely want to push that PSN on you.
And there's also exclusive skins only locked to PS Plus also.
Yes.
Right.
Exclusive skins. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Interesting.
I have both of them.
Yeah, I think that's kind
that's
of
how a free to play game can make money on like. So hey, you know what I mean? But
hey, Fortnite came out of nowhere and just freaking stole.
It hasn't even been out a year yet. Like I mean, like the battle royale.
Battle Royale. Yeah, it came out like August, I think, or summertime. Yeah.
Has there been a bigger battle royale game now? I don't think so.
No,
it's hurting PUBG definitely.
Oh, it's hurting.
Over half their player base.
Yeah, the player base is dropping.
I'm gonna see how many people playing on PC right now. Hold on.
I want to say they low key deserve it because they did not update the game quick enough.
They kind of
they didn't address the concerns.
This is right now. Literally right now, I'm on my Steam account. I'm looking at it, and this is a game that had like two. What was it? They actually beat Dota 2 for most concurrent players on Steam, which was like 3 million or some crazy number. Right now, in game 52,218.
Wow.
Damn.
So Fortnite is putting some hurt on them.
Oh yeah, and they got him everywhere else on mobile. They're hitting them at the console space too.
And it runs better on mobile too. Like
it runs really good on mobile. PUBG runs really good on mobile.
I know it does.
It runs better than on the Xbox.
Wow.
I didn't bring it up.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth. But damn,
it's the truth.
Yeah,
look, man. As a gamer and as a consumer, I mean, again, I don't play Fortnite, but I'll ride Sony hard just on the fact that I would love to play cross-platform across all games, not just Fortnite. You know.
Yeah,
and I think that's what we should all be pushing for, really.
But again, it's not going to be the console. Like it's going to be the dev has to put in the work to make it happen. Like with Rocket League, like they're running the servers on their PSY servers.
Right.
So like, the dev has to put in the work to do it. I do think that it might be more work to make that happen than we think it might be easy. I know devs want it for the longevity of their game and install base, but I do think that they got to put the work in.
But here's another thing, I brought it up in another conversation. I do think crossplay is cool, but when and this is the big thing, it's cool.
The chat, man. We need to get across chat.
It's cool because in the third-party games that come out, I could see crossplay happening with Xbox and PlayStation, but Nintendo doesn't get a lot of third-party game support.
Here's the question.
So I'm just like, does it really matter at the end of the day for Nintendo? When you got that one game, but
They got Minecraft and Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, no, they got more than that. They got like 6 games, but I'm just like, you don't get most of the third-party games to support. Only Sony and Xbox do. So
here's a question. Let's say Discord, there's rumor that it might go to Switch. Right. If they make it like, an integration, you can do like party system through that on the Switch and an integration, and they let like both systems communicate with each other. Do you think Sony would deny that too, putting Discord on their system?
Probably. It goes against Microsoft chat too, like Xbox.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's a third-party app that can be used for everything.
If it's a third-party app, it's kind of like, so basically it's kind of like Spotify in a way. Like Spotify can be almost everywhere.
Why? Microsoft blocked Spotify. Like, they didn't use Spotify
for the longest time.
It wasn't until Groove died and then Spotify shows up. So like everybody does it. They're protecting their own.
Can you stream YouTube on your Xbox now? Did they app
no, you can't. No.
Really?
Why? Oh, because
that's a problem.
No, it wasn't Mixer. They actually have shout out to Ryan. They actually had an interview with Mike Gerber, and he said that mainly that's a Google.
It's Google. Yeah, it is Google. Yeah. Google didn't even put a YouTube app on like their Windows phone or even in the store.
Damn,
it's Google. Not.
Yeah, Google helped kill Microsoft products like that aren't.
They killed the window. Well, the store was bad, but Google not supporting it.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah,
they didn't even know what else. I don't want to go on PC thing, but it's funny because Google put actually Chrome that you could download Chrome in the Windows store, but it'll actually just make you go to their website and download Chrome. Like they put the link inside the Windows store because they would not make a native Windows app for it.
Wow.
Damn, Google. Wow.
They're competition,
man. Amazon and Google are beefing too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Google Home and Alexa. I can't use the Fire Stick. They got rid of YouTube. I have to go through Silk browser for it.
Wow.
And you want to know why?
Damn, that's cutthroat.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because Amazon wouldn't sell the Google Home in their store for Christmas. And they actually had a statement on there saying, we're going to cease using the native YouTube app because Amazon is not doing something. And they warned it. And then Amazon fixed it, but Google never put the app back on Amazon TV.
Damn.
Competition, man. It's all out there. That's why
competition is good, though, man.
Exclusivity.
That's crazy.
Exclusivity, man.
But look, as we realize, as a generation and years go on, more things are just being purchased out, and they're being absorbed. I mean, look at GameStop. They're looking for a buyer now.
Oh shit, GameStop, man.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that, but it's about time for us to go. We're like pushing 11 p.m.
Great podcast.
It was a great podcast.
It was a great one.
We should be back on Discord next week. I don't know why Google is hiding a lot.
Next week's 4th of July, though.
Oh, next week's 4th of July.
Oh yeah, sure is.
Somebody asked when we'll be doing another developer interview. Addict, you said we got Sinners supposed to be coming, right? Or did you set that up for the week after the 4th?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So yeah, if you guys are familiar with Sinner's Sacrifice for Redemption, that game is due sometime this year, but we definitely got connections with the developer. We'll have them on.
He'll get lucky and he'll low key announce it on the show.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be good.
So that'll be great. Be awesome. So thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 50 PX50. Shout out to 3MG for coming in and dropping some knowledge in the chat. Keeping the chat rotating. Yo, 3MG. Yo, I want to say this, and I was going to tweet this out.
Oh my god! Sorry. I thought that was somebody screaming. I was like,
"Yo, I want to do this, yo. I want to when NBA Live. I want to set up like this big like live stream tournament for the launch of NBA Live. I want to help that community grows, and 3MG is like probably the biggest person I know, other than the people known for that, to get that shit like popping. So
low key, Kid Smooth wants that. That 3MG.
Yeah,
don't let it lie to you.
No, but in real life, I do want to get like this like a real life get for people that are in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, YouTubers to get like
in all sense, that's what that game needs. It needs people talking about it all the time.
No, but on the real, I want like a setup or like a real like basketball like game for YouTubers, right? Like people that are in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I know Cognito's in Jersey. 3MG plays like play basketball and tape it like in person. You know what I mean? I want to cross somebody over like for real. But
interesting.
Anyway, yeah, like I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it's the summertime and I just like I want to go outside. I don't want to do a video. I don't want to talk. I just want to go outside and play ball.
You can always bring out the Switch and just play it on the courts.
Oh my god!
There you go.
You're stupid.
You only get one Joy-Con at a time. One Joy-Con.
Oh my
at a time.
god!
No,
that's
4
funny.
guys around the Switch. We're playing. Let's stop playing basketball and let's play it on this
Let's play on the
3-inch
Switch,
screen.
yeah, we'll be playing NBA Playgrounds too. Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
Pulls out the Switch.
All right, but thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. You guys got outros because I'm
Mine's is real quick. If you're a gamer, go out and support these good games. Nier's coming out on the Xbox. There's no reason not to support it. It's a great game.
Yeah, I expect anyone watching this, if you're an Xbox gamer, even if you ain't gonna play that shit, if you want that Japanese support, you better
go
not
out and
let
support
this
that.
game go.
It's a good game. Please go out and support these good titles. You guys purchase Hellblade. You guys did a good job at that. Support games, no matter if you can play them here or there. They support them. Bottom line, support good games. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, they fail a trip back to Japan.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, look, this is. I feel like this Nier Automata is going to be a huge thing if we should start. Pretty much all these Japanese companies are looking at the sales of like. I think especially this game, and be like, should we even care?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Support
agree.
it. Support it.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, anybody else got like any outros?
Oh, hey, this is Jez7780. Go follow me over on YouTube and on Twitter. Grinds my gears to do my show. Whenever something gets on my nerves, but thanks again. And I've been streaming some games and stuff.
Hey, we want to hear Sony on the chopping block this week on.
I know. I'm
Oh,
sure Xbox Games with Gold is going to make them grinds and scares.
Oh no!
Yeah.
no.
Isn't it kind of weird that he hasn't announced that yet?
Yeah, dude. Maybe they're
Like,
canceling it.
even Ryan McCaffrey tried to get him to announce that before Unlock, and he was like, "It's not up to me." I just think that's like weird. Normally, it's been announced like twice by now.
Yeah.
Well, they lead with the
PlayStation
Game
Plus
Pass.
looks lit, dude. I want.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus is that's a good.
Wait, what games they gotten? Well, we can talk about that later.
Oh,
Never
it's
mind.
Heavy Rain and
What's the other one? Absolver.
That's a cool game.
Online fighting game.
They gave Beyond Two Souls last month. That's crazy.
Damn, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls that be Heavy Rain. I don't think as good, but it is the PlayStation 4.
Ah, shout out
I
to
low
our
key,
guest.
I low
Shout out
key
to our
think
guest.
Microsoft was
Yeah,
waiting
we'll
to
give
see
him a
what
shout
Sony dropped before they.
No, they always lead with their Game Pass and then they do Games with Gold.
Games will go. So games will go probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I've been finding that Game Pass and PlayStation kind of do their like PlayStation Plus, and then the Game Pass, and then Games with Gold comes out a day or two.
And also, I just want to give a shout out one more time. Alish, man, he's a Patreon supporter joining the podcast today, man. Let them know once again where they can find you, sir.
Thanks, man. Twitter, Alish, and then REZAIE. Those are my PSN is on Twitter. It's just Alish1234. I would say my Switch friend code, but I don't remember it since it's like as long as my social insurance number.
3, 4, 5.
And also just want to say it's Canada Day on Sunday, so happy Canada Day, and also
What are you doing in Canada? What's on Canada Day?
it's our 4th of July pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Independence. Okay.
And Boxing Day is like your Black Friday, right?
Sorry?
Is
Boxing
Day?
Day.
That's
Yeah,
like
Boxing Day is
Black
our Black Friday. We also have Black Friday as well because a lot of people they go over the border, so they try
That's what he'll be
to
celebrating
compete.
out there, boy.
They try to compete. Hey, thanks.
Canada's some good shit, man. I like Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Canada.
What's your Twitter name? One more time. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I got you on there.
Sorry, it's ALISH and then no space REZAIE. Just drop in the chat.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, bless.
And by the way, check out Iron Lord's podcast, who had a recent interview with Undead Labs, but they had the big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
We had Richard Forg on. What's funny is people are literally writing about him saying Microsoft are swinging for the fences. Like, we've been quoted
funny.
in so many media outlets.
That was from
him
your show?
Yeah.
Yes, that was from their show.
That's some bullshit because I've seen everybody run with that and nobody.
Yeah, give credit, right?
They should have gave credit to you
I
guys.
didn't know that
yeah.
from your show. I thought they just went crazy and said that on somewhere.
I just think it's like people are so thirsty. Like they will literally write about anything. Like he didn't even really say anything. I hit him up in the DMs on Twitter. I was like, "Yo, man," because I don't know how like PR and stuff like that works. I don't want to get no one in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he looked
all
at
the
it,
way. We don't
he was
want
like,
one
"Well,
of
send me
those
the
either.
link." And he looked at it. He's like, "Nah, I'm good." He's like, "That's nothing."
That's good. But shout out to
Crazy.
them.
They didn't.
And if you guys,
I wasn't gonna mention it because we had a State of Decay interview, and I didn't want to like cross promote.
Yeah, no, it's whatever. I gotta do a cross promotion right here. Also, Fridays is Planet PlayStation. That's me, Rambo, and Honest the Critic. That's Fridays at 3:30 p.m. or 3:15 p.m. Eastern, which that time may move in the future, and I will keep you guys updated. But as always, guys, I mean, Merc, you said your piece, right?
Oh no, but hey,
Please do
great
so.
show. Leash, man, thank you for coming on. Great,
Most definitely.
Great show.
awesome.
Great
Thank you for
podcast.
coming on. And yeah, man, Merc305, man, you guys know how to find me.
Marketing guy 305.
Yeah.
Ooh, shout out to my wife in the chat.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, what's her YouTube name?
She Games.
Oh, wow, I
watch
just subscribed to her. I didn't even realize.
Watch smooth.
All right.
No, I'm good.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure, man. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
There you go.
There we go.